Three, two, one. Number nine, a picture of a hearse. If you catch them outside, you leave them in the dirt. Barrera Studio Lounge, number nine, the unstoppable duo. This was photographed in front of 7th Street, October 29th, 2022. It is December 1st. The year is almost over. 2022 disclaimer. Welcome to the lounge. This podcast will include language, stories, jokes, and copyright music. Viewer discretion is advised. Follow us on Instagram at Barrera Studio Lounge. That is Barrera Studio Lounge. Let me give it to you one more time. Barrera Studio Lounge. Follow our guest on Instagram if you so please. Cuchito and our new guest, Ben, is on this. Brought to you by La Tradición Gonzalez. All for your Mexican, old school Mexican Ramon Ayala style needs. Bailes, quinces.
I'm so sorry.
It's all good. Bailes, quinces, dances, weddings, any of your musical needs. Call this number for La Tradición Gonzalez, 817-798-9851. Again, that is 817-798-9851 for La Tradición Gonzalez. Let's kick this. Oh,
Song's a
what's
banger,
up,
bro.
yeah?
Song's a
What's
banger.
up? That song is a banger. What's up, Cuchito?
What's up, player?
You returned. You returned. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Damn,
God's
man.
blessing me.
God's blessing you, man.
Physically, emotionally, bro. Mentally, everything's going great,
Hell
bro.
yeah, that's what's up.
Good, yeah, bro.
And then we got a new guest, a longtime friend of mine, but also Cuchito's cousin, Ben.
sir.
What's up, my friend? How
Had to
are
bring it for the
you?
one time.
Good. That's me, bro. It's good, dude. It's good to be on here.
Hell yeah, man. There have been a lot of stories like that you've been involved with that we'll get into. But man, it's his second time being on here. Really, it's his fifth time that's been coming on here altogether. So he's made it like a frequent thing,
Yeah.
which is fucking good because we've had some like conversations with another buddy of mine. He never even got to meet. We got together a couple times and got to chop it up on some really interesting things.
Yeah.
Like from Andrew Tate, relationship things, different stories and whatnot. It's been fucking wild, man. But how was y'all's Thanksgiving?
It was good, man.
Yeah, it was good. It was overall
I got
good.
to hang out with these fools.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, for a bit. Just a
Yeah.
bit, sadly.
Just a little bit.
Just
But,
a little bit. Why? Just a little
Yeah.
bit.
well, I had my own family.
Oh,
So
right.
I was
Right.
chilling with them, and then, I wasn't really feeling too good either. Like I got a little tired towards the end.
Yeah.
I guess it was probably too much turkey, but
Mhm.
yeah, but it was good overall. The Cowboys won that day. So
Cowboys
I watched
won.
the Cowboys game.
How about
and
them Cowboys?
Hey, bro.
Hey,
Quit playing with these
Cowboys.
fools, bro. Hey, it's our year, bro. It's our year.
Ooh.
Sorry.
I haven't been saying nothing, but I've been seeing them. They're on.
I'll say it for you, bro. It's our year. Everybody got to hate, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So you
Yeah,
watched
bro.
the Cowboys, and then you probably slept after you ate, because I
Yeah.
slept.
I took like a good
Dude, I
maybe
knocked
20 minute nap.
out, bro.
I knocked the hell out.
Tell this dude, bro. I literally knocked out on the couch. Like right when I got home, I completely fell asleep on the couch. Everybody was there. My family was there, and I was just dead asleep.
Bro,
Literally.
he walked in and he looked like he had been through war
What?
with the fucking turkey.
Dude,
He was like,
I was slumped, bro. I was slumped. So yeah, we went to my boyfriend's mom's house, and
Hell yeah.
we did Thanksgiving over there as well. We literally, his family all smokes pretty much. So yeah, we literally just smoked the whole time we were there.
What?
Pretty stoned, blazed out of my mind. We got home like 2 hours later, and right when I got home, sat on the couch and I just knocked out, bro.
Damn, and what was the smokage? What were y'all doing? Blunts, joints?
We smoked one blunt, and then I think we smoked 2 or 3 joints.
Wow.
They're king joints, I believe. Yeah. Yeah.
Gee,
Pretty
like
stoned,
the big ones like this where you stuff a lot.
Yeah.
I will reveal here. I have done that once for a relative of mine, and it was for their birthday.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Feliz cumpleaños." She's like, "What the fuck?"
She's like, oh no. not the
Rika had to
king
hold it with 2 hands. It was like it was a
Yeah.
raw cone,
yeah, yeah,
and you gotta stuff that thing.
joints.
I'm not a smoker, so I don't know what that is. What is that?
It's a pretty much think of a rolling paper. That's what pretty much a
What
raw
it
is, a
it's
rolling paper.
yeah.
But the cone is with a filter as well.
And it's
You-
sometimes in cones it comes pre-made already, like pre-rolled for
Yeah.
you. So all you have to do is just grind your weed, stuff that hoe in there.
So like the
you're
raw,
Yeah.
how raw sells them, like the little
Yeah.
cylinder cone.
So that's why they'll sell it to you like for a little bit more pricier instead of you having to
Make
buy
your own
buy the
shit.
paper, buy the filter, have your own flour, grind it up
It's
like
all-
that,
yeah.
Okay.
and roll it all
Okay.
together. They just sell
It's
it
just a
like
different
that.
brand.
It's
So
all
it's
convenient too.
and then there's also not only convenience but also fun when there's a bigger version.
Oh yeah,
Because
like,
either it's yourself, for some reason you want to just share it all by yourself. Okay,
maybe, like something about rolling up, like it's art to me, honestly. Just
The
'cause I
process.
love, the process of doing it's amazing. Like I love
It looks
rolling my
cool.
joint.
Yes.
It looks cool.
it's
cool,
aesthetically
yeah.
pleasing.
And
Very aesthetically pleasing. There you go.
And then like whenever I bet you get that sense of like completion feeling whenever it's like a perfectly like rolled joint.
Yeah.
You're like,
yeah.
oh
Yeah.
wow.
When
I see
it's
people show it
perfect.
off when it's like smooth around the
There's
sides.
like a
and everything.
lifespan of that because you have that completion, but then you enjoy it, and then it's like you go from there. So like the
After you're
lifespan
just
of that
done as fuck, you're
feeling
like, yeah.
goes a long way with
Rolled
that.
my own joint. It was beautiful. Like smoked it perfectly. Like it's amazing.
I mean, there's a reason why without legal or illegal flour, there's a reason why people make so many paraphernalia or so many little gift items such as trays, grinders,
Yeah.
so many or pipes, anything
Yeah.
because they're all very creative to say the least. There's always these different styles in there.
Yeah.
And things you never thought you needed, like sometimes a smoke shop will sell a weed box. It was like everything you need, like papers and whatnot, but it was like certain boxes. And the one box that caught my eye, it looked like a Reservoir Dog, Quentin Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs,
Oh,
where
yeah.
black suits and glasses,
Yeah.
but
Oh, damn.
it was all cartoon characters. It was like Homer, Peter Griffin, Bender, Rick from
Oh,
Rick
shit.
and Morty.
That sounds badass.
BoJack Horseman. They're all like Reservoir Dog style on the box, and
Yeah.
the box is filled with like different things like papers and maybe a
yeah.
mini grinder for your flour, and then maybe
These
a
future tabs
pre-roll
in,
in there
yeah.
just for good measure. So
Yeah.
sometimes they do that. It's very aesthetically pleasing. Or
Yeah,
trays. Trays are
pretty
fun.
cool.
I love just having a little
The trays
tray.
do look cool.
Yeah.
I like-
That's something
like seeing the trays.
Yeah, that's something I tend to give to like my friends because a lot of my friends tend to smoke, and it's
Yeah.
also like a good gifting item. Like if you want to gift like like your friend who's a smoker, like a tray or like a grinder, and it's so cool because they come with like different designs. The way they look is like pretty cool. So yeah, there's like a lot of options and like
And multi-usage, even if you don't smoke, because
Yeah.
they're really
That's
good
true.
decorations. They
Yeah.
go around the house
That is
pretty
true.
easily.
ashtrays, ashtrays. Everybody, people
Ashtrays,
smoke cigarettes.
little jars as well. Even though
What do y'all think about this Seth Rogen's rolling trays?
I think
yes,
it's cool,
I
bro.
wanted
I
to
think
get.
it's pretty
I seen that on like I think I seen it on Twitter like a week ago, and it looks it looks like it was made out of Play-Doh.
Yeah,
And it
That's
looks
his-
cool though.
That's his whole like theme, I think, like with the trays and stuff that he makes. It's like blob. I don't know if that's the right term. That he
Like a
uses.
blobbage, yeah.
Yeah.
Blobbage type
Blob
deal.
or some
I
shit,
think
yeah.
so.
But
Yeah.
it has its own style, which is pretty badass. I see that.
Yeah, but I think they're very expensive, honestly. Really, really expensive.
Oh, yeah.
But they're cool though. Like the way they look and everything, it's so cool.
I seen
It's
how
so-
fast he rolls a joint, bro.
Dude.
That
And he
fool
does
smells
it-
like
5 seconds,
And he
bro.
does it all separate too.
yeah.
Oh
I'm like,
my
bro, that's
shit.
quick as hell.
Like he's a professional smoker. You know?
And then he's been kind of going with his trays and everything. He paints his nails the same color, and they're these like big fingernails, and
Yeah.
he's
Oh,
still
yeah, like
able
his
to
nails,
roll.
yeah.
He's still able to roll past these fingers. I'm like, damn, dude.
Okay.
I seen an interview of his where he was explaining like the idea of his rolling trays and
Yeah.
his whole company in general, but he was like, yeah, he's starting to get into like the fashion area, but he not like fashion clothes fashion. He's getting into like home goods,
Yeah.
and that's what inspires like his rolling trays. And then when he said that, it made more sense as to why they look the way they look.
Yeah.
Because it looks like a corner piece. It like the rolling tray looks like a corner piece, which was pretty badass. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that
Oh, I
makes
honestly
sense.
didn't know that. Honestly.
Yeah.
Dang, okay.
It's pretty cool. I saw it on GQ magazine. It was badass.
Okay.
Damn, man. I've touched on this on a previous episode. Me and my homegirl and her fiance, we had a discussion about bud and whatnot. And there's like an untapped. Imagine if like this state especially, even though it's illegal. Think about all the illegal states, but I'm talking about this state because of its size. Think about the untapped market of being able to sell medicinally or have dispensaries and all this other stuff. I mean, the
Billions,
amount of taxes and whatever. They're already trying to borderline it, and because we live in the ghetto, we see more of it all the
Yeah.
time. They're trying to
Yeah.
borderline it all the time. And how much money are they making? They manage to stay open and stay there
Yep.
For a bit.
for a bit, and then but that market is still there. People are
Yeah.
always gonna buy that stuff regardless, whether if it's what they want, what they need, or aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
And going back onto the dispensary thing, bro. Like, imagine when like it becomes legalized over here, like, the amount of dispensaries that'll be out there, and the amount of, like, plugs that'll be out of business, bro. Like,
Shit.
maybe so. Maybe the plugs would be a lot more cheaper when it comes to, like, the dispensaries, because I know some dispensaries, weed can be a little bit expensive.
Well, I'm pretty sure the plugs themselves, because I know a couple plugs. I'm pretty sure they'll be fine without it, because they also sell like the other shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
So like the clubs, I've seen so many people in the clubs doing certain other things than just weed.
Yeah.
But that's where the real money is at. It's that
Yeah.
other shit. But yeah.
And it's untapped
I do
right
agree.
now.
I do agree. Yeah, I do agree with
Yeah.
agree with that. Is the fact that they're gonna be in a drought.
In the drought.
Yeah, they're gonna be droughted out real quick.
It's almost like it's gonna be government like monopolized. They will be taken by the government almost.
Yeah. But if you think about it, imagine how much money it would cost once it becomes legalized.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna be expensive.
Expensive.
And then also you have the higher hand against those plugs because they need to sell it. And I'm pretty sure they have a shit ton of it. And if they grow it themselves, they're gonna have a shit ton. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Hey, how you give me I don't even know.
I would assume, like, if dispensaries were, like, if they were selling their weeds, like, very expensive, I know a lot of plugs would be like, hit me up, bro, I got the cheap, like, I got it for the low, this and that. And, I guess some plugs will stay in business because, it would probably be cheaper to go to, like, a plug than, like, a dispensary.
Yeah,
It would be
especially
cheaper.
because imagine if they put it somewhere in like a mall or Tanger
Yeah.
outlet. They would probably, that'd be badass. But here's the thing: if they did that, you have to drive all the way the fuck out there
Yeah.
and whatever. When really if you happen to have someone who lives, I don't know, a block away, 10 minutes away, 15.
Dude, I love where I live. I literally live to, like, 2 plugs, literally next door
Yeah,
to me.
God,
Yeah,
dude.
dude, I'm, like, down the street. What's up?
It's
got
like Weeds
everything.
in real life, man. That show Weeds. I didn't know there was a show called Weeds like that. And I was like, what?
I saw that on TikTok.
Yeah.
Is it on Netflix?
It may be now because it was a show on Showtime in the
Showtime,
90s,
okay.
and it went for like a couple seasons. It was a comedy about a drug dealer in, like, I think the suburbs or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, something
And
like
I was
that.
like, damn,
I never heard of it. Okay.
damn, man.
Yeah.
But I didn't really pay attention to that one because the show around that time that come out was The Sopranos, and I
Oh,
watched
the
that,
mafia
man.
stuff.
You ever
Yeah.
watch that one?
But I'm really,
I don't
I'm
think
re-
so. Yeah, I don't think I have.
I really like studying like the mafia stuff.
Oh, I do too, man.
I like studying
Crazy,
mafia.
bro. Like,
Yeah.
the shit that goes down, especially being in the mafia. Like,
Yeah.
There's a guy called I forgot his name, but his last name's like Francesi or something on
Michael Francesi.
Michael Francesi, yeah.
Yeah, on YouTube. He's
Yeah.
like the last one next to Sammy the Bull.
Yeah, he explained like the background and how you get into it, and I'm over here thinking like, oh, like all these guys are related, they're a family, like a family, right?
Yeah.
I think it's an actual family.
You would think, right?
You would think so.
Yeah, you would think so.
But there's not. It's like they recruit people, and they recruit people with a certain amount of like with pure blooded Italians.
Pure blood. It has to trace all the way back to
Yeah.
the old country, Sicily, where
Yeah.
the first
They're really
where the
strict on
first
that.
mafia technically was because people got together and organized,
Mhm.
but then they organized more over here and kind of monopolized at a right time that gained money, like Lucky Luciano,
Yeah.
who became the first capo de capì, the first boss of all bosses.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Damn.
and it was like all that war back then, and then like to hear all these stories come, like we've had movies throughout the years, tell certain tales, but the fact that Michael Francesi, Sammy the Bull they're old as hell,
Yeah.
like they made it,
Yeah.
type shit, like because that life, every movie will tell you, hey, there's no old guys in this. There's not. The only one that happens to be is probably the boss, but
Yeah.
there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
You either end up dead or in jail.
Yeah.
In that
That's
life.
scary, bro. Fuck.
Yeah.
And then that kind of also surprises me too is the fact that he's out here telling all these stories, but like back in the mafia movies, I'm so
Like, if you talk about it.
in
like,
the mafia movies they kill you for shit like that, especially
Yeah.
even if you're out of it.
Yeah, he's bold. as
And I'm
fuck.
like, how the fuck is this fool not dead yet?
I don't.
dodging the bullets, bro. He's like,
What?
No.
Because
But at the same time, he's not. I'm pretty sure he doesn't give off like tight information.
I think
Yeah.
it's just like the basics.
Yeah, like the
something that's
basic
kinda
stuff.
common
The
sense,
basic
you would
stuff.
But shit, the
do,
basic shit is still deep. It's like,
it's still
damn, dog.
real
Well, I'm
deep.
pretty sure, yeah, because it's like it's a whole mafia, bro. Like, you're like getting yourself into something like.
It was everywhere.
serious.
It was everywhere. Like
Imagine me as a mafia boss, bro. Make you know who you can refuse.
You're gonna get tattoos on your knuckles and shit.
Oh God.
damn. And then the
Fuck.
Godfather.
Papi,
That's why they
Cuchito.
think. That's why they. God, dude. Yes.
you see this? You see this punk?
You're like, before you die.
Don't
look
fuck
at
with
this.
me, right?
Don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
Send them a message.
You fuck with
know
my
who it
cousin?
is.
Yeah, bro.
You fuck with my cousin, your family gonna die.
Your little pocket knife comes out. Don't mess with him.
my little fucking makeshift ship is my thing.
Fucking, and then on a Saturday, he's wearing the tracksuit with the fucking little chain.
Oh, God.
Where's the gabagoo?
Hamburger meat hanging on and shit.
This
all
isn't
hairy.
that from Despicable? That guy.
Yeah, that one TikTok guy, bro.
God, yeah.
it's just
But that's
funny.
what he's making fun of fucking the Sopranos and shit because the motherfuckers were
Yeah,
wearing
the
tracksuits.
tracksuits.
Were they the ones that made it like that? You know what? What made Mafia popular? Like the Mafia culture popular? Was it The Sopranos or was it The Godfather?
I think it was The Godfather at first because that was one of the big first movies that had actual, mafia families help consult the movie, like the Colombo family. They were consulting them, and they actually said, "Hey, in this movie, we're not going to say mafia." They actually told them that, and they had to like rewrite the script, do it. It was all the process all the way around, and then the original director didn't want Pacino in it, who's the main character, Al Pacino, but he ended up getting it, and I guess that movie really romanticized the idea of mafia movies, and then it kind of went from there with Martin Scorsese. He's got Casino, Goodfellas. Let me see. The most recent one, Irishman.
That one was badass.
That one
was
is
a
a
good movie.
badass one.
That was a real good movie.
And I think to answer your question of why he ain't dead yet, I think that the spoiler alert for the Irishman, simply because everybody died off. Everybody
true.
died off.
You gotta outlive everybody.
Yeah, that life ended for everybody. You either ended up in jail or you ended up dead. These guys,
Jesus,
they
man.
managed to avoid death. They may have done jail time. They both
Oh, yeah.
both of them did jail time. Both of
Yeah.
them. But now they're out telling the story because they technically, well, in Michael Francese's words, out of the life.
That makes sense.
That makes
Total sense.
It's crazy. What are some of your favorite mob movies, man?
Right now, it was The Godfather.
Was
No,
I think I've only ever seen The Godfather.
it was
Really?
So yeah, I might
it was
be
the one with
wrong.
Al Pacino and then that one other dude, that white dude.
Johnny Depp.
No. It's Al Pacino. Al Pacino plays like some big dude, some big main. He's one of the main characters, and then I forgot the other guy. You ever seen the movie Hubie Halloween?
No.
Oh, never mind.
Damn.
But the guy from Home Alone comes out in it.
Joe Pesci.
Yeah, he comes out in it, and he turns into the made man, and they kill him in the house. I forgot what movie that was. I forgot what movie that was, bro.
You sure that's not Goodfellas?
Goodfellas, that's what it is. Goodfellas. I'm thinking The Godfather. Bro.
Pacino's not in that one. Robert De
No?
Niro's in that one.
Oh, it is Robert De Niro.
Robert
It is Robert De Niro. Yeah.
Robert De Niro
Tripping.
and Ray Liotta. He plays
Yeah,
Henry
Ray
Hill.
Liotta. That's his name.
And Henry Hill is famous for being the rat.
Yeah.
He ended up
That
ratting
one
on
was
everybody.
a good movie. That was a fucking badass movie.
You read it on everybody?
Yeah, in the end, because his life was in danger, and there was either die because he knew he was gonna die, or come around. He chose the latter.
Yeah.
And the thing they don't depict in the movie is because he was a drug addict. That was like part of his downfall, like doing too many fucking drugs, and then going against mafia rules and all that, and then eventually getting caught by the cops.
Yeah.
So the thing they don't depict is even though he did get witness protection, he got kicked out of witness protection.
You got
Hell
kicked
yeah,
out?
bro.
Yeah, he got kicked out because he was still trying to do other shit as like his own
Yeah.
thing.
They don't want to
racketeering.
deal with this bullshit.
Yeah.
Dang.
And then,
Off to her, bro.
and then
Hey, good luck.
criminal gets that itch,
Yeah.
to do that.
They're like, I want to be bad,
Yeah.
extra bad, Let me steal something.
And especially when they're in a spot that they can do it on their own and they just got out of the biggest thing,
Yeah. That's crazy.
could edge them on more. You would think that's a
Yeah.
deterrent, but it's not.
It's
Man.
nasty, bro. It's a nasty feeling.
Man,
Especially if it gets you money, too.
man.
If it gets you money, it's
It's
worse.
the money, especially, like, thinking about it's like the money, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Man, I've seen a lot of mafia movies like Godfather. I really do like Donnie Brasco. I like the Johnny Depp and Al Pacino. I like that one.
I, seen that one. I think that's why I'm getting
is
confused.
that the one where
was
they
like-
get, like, they do drugs and shit and they're, like, tripping? Or I might be wrong.
No, that's the one. Is that's the one where they go to Las Vegas and do all
Yeah,
these
yeah,
drugs?
okay. Wrong movie.
This is Backcountry or some shit like that.
Yeah. This one is Johnny Depp is a cop. He's an undercover cop, but he gets inside with, I think, the Bonanno family. And, he almost gets made. In the movie, they depict that Al Pacino's character, Lefty, he gets killed, for bringing in a cop that eventually betrayed them all and, gave information out.
Yeah.
But in reality, Michael Madsen's character, their boss, Sonny Black, he ended up getting killed in real life. He was the one who got killed for all the, bullshit, because he was about to make him.
Yeah.
He was about to be like, you're going to be a May guy, you're going to be one of us for real. He was about to make a cop. Dang, they didn't include that in the movie, and this movie's fucking violent as hell. Like, there's a part where they whack the other, like, other guy they want to, they want to get rid of this other big guy.
Yeah.
And they try to get rid of them, so they're going to get rid of him first. They're walking down into the basement, it's real fucking dark. Fuck that, we're fucking reacting to this shit.
God damn.
God damn. What do you call it? The Donnie Brasco scene, man. This is fucking crazy.
You might have to get up like over here.
Maybe. So.
I can kind of see it from over here.
Donnie Brasco. Let's see. What do you call it? Hit or whacking?
Whacking, yeah. Get whacked. There go whack.
Waxing. Oh, ambush and overthrow. This is a fucking badass one, man. Fuck.
But,
it's violent. It was very violent. All the circumstances were, and then there's certain. That's the point I'm kind of making. There's a lot being left out of certain movies and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to be in the fucking mafia at all, because then you can't breathe without some kind of fucking...
I feel like you're always paranoid. Like,
Yeah.
you're always, like, watching out for your back.
You're always on eggshells, and you're trying to rely on people that aren't your family, but...
Exactly.
They're supposed to be your people,
Yeah.
but no.
And that's the message that's in Goodfellas, how, hey, it's not your enemy that does you, it's your best friend that comes with a smile and a handshake saying, I'm going to help you when you're in a bad spot, instead of your enemy coming to get
Your
you.
own people.
Yeah.
In my head.
Shit, SMH, man. So pretty much their crew, Johnny Depp's character, he's in the car. Al Pacino, Michael Madsen, they're in the fucking house. And these are the bosses saying, hey, let's go get the gun so we can go do this hit right now. And they're all just talking a bunch of shit.
Making it, like, natural.
Yeah. Well, they're in the dark, man.
He said, got you, bitch.
Got you. Some of that is censored. Like, the splatter on the light, that gets censored. I saw that. Like, this is, like, the uncensored part. That's why I wanted to find that shit on YouTube, man.
Bro, they bet you get, like...
Dang,
Dude.
bro. Is that in his balls?
No, in his
his
kneecap.
knee.
Oh, shit.
That was in his balls.
That was in that fat dude's stomach, man. Because they had to take him 2 shots.
Dang, that's brutal.
And it's not even over yet. Look. Jesus.
Dang, yeah, that's brutal.
The screaming.
Oh.
The splatter. Oh, my God.
I feel like it could have been worse, but that's very brutal for sure.
Yeah.
Well, there's... I remember there was a movie scene... There was a movie... I think it was the one with Goodfellas, where one of the guys, he was talking way too much, and they got him out of the bar, put him in the car, taking him, thinking they're gonna take him somewhere, and they just stabbed the fuck out of him behind his neck.
Yeah.
And then after that, they stabbed him in the neck, and they said, "Hey man, this fool couldn't shut the fuck up. I had to shut him up real
He
quick."
wouldn't shut the fuck. It was Maury.
Yeah.
Maury from Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was like, he wouldn't shut the fuck up.
And then like the sound he made, goes, ah, and then you can hear, ah. And then you know what they did with him? Fucking buried him right then and there.
Yeah, man. Because that part of Goodfellas was fucking... they did the Lufthansa heist, which at the time in America was the biggest heist of the century.
Yeah.
Pretty much. They got like millions out of the Lufthansa airport. And the mob stole it. And I think it was Jimmy Conway or I think in the movie, and then I think it's Jimmy Burke in real life and Jimmy Conway in the movie. But Jimmy Burke, like all the dudes he was with, besides Henry Hill or Tony Spilotro, who is Tommy, Joe Pesci's character, he picked them off one by one because. And Samuel L. Jackson's character, Stax Edwards, who was, a drummer who was their getaway driver. The getaway driver fucked up by leaving the getaway truck to be found by police with fingerprints all over it. He fell asleep at his girl's house. And
I seen that scene
yeah,
too,
and then they come over and kill him because he fucked up.
Yeah.
And then, what does he do? They start picking off everyone one by one. He won't shut the fuck up. Guys are fucking found in a garbage truck.
Yeah.
Frankie Carbone is fucking hanging in a meat truck by his neck.
Yeah.
And it took him 2 days to fucking thaw out.
The smallest scene will get you killed. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey.
or the biggest thing, whacking a maid guy, which was,
That was
Joe Pesci's character. They freaking brutally stabbed that fucking guy, shot him and shit. And then he's all talking about the painting. Like, they wake his mom up. Like, no, mom, go to sleep.
Yeah.
Go to sleep. No, I'll make your food. I'll make your... Mom, use this knife. I hit something with the car. I gotta hack it off. It's a deer. A hoof. What are you painting, Mom? Hey, look, the dog going one way, the dog's going the other way. And look, this guy with beard and white hair, he's saying, what are you gonna do? And then Robert De Niro's character says, looks like someone we know. It looks like the dude they just fucking stabbed. He's like, with the beard, it's him. Oh my fucking god! And then the guy is like dying. You hear him like dying in the trunk because the camera pans to the trunk.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, man.
But then one of the first things I wanted to get into on the Noseman was y'all got to be cousins in high school, because I met y'all in school, man. I met Ben first because we were in band together, and man, you played French horn. And what was the marching version of the French? Mellophone. I wouldn't have guessed that, man.
I think I like honestly the mellophone better than the French horn, honestly, because I don't know, just being able to like play and like move around.
Yeah.
The music that we got was pretty good when it came to the French horn.
Yeah.
Mellophone, excuse me.
Yeah, mellophone. Yeah. But like then with the French horn, you had to have your hand in it the right way, and then these keys were different than like the rest of the keys you were used to, because marching season, because we were all trumpet or baritone had that, tuba to a degree, like a marching one maybe, or the concert one would have the same keys as
the
French horn.
was a lot more harder to play for sure, dude. It's something I struggled the most, and that's why I always look to Jennifer next to me and like Joe, and I'd be like, let me just watch what you guys are doing, because I honestly don't know what I'm doing. I
had to do that with Ray. Shout out Ray, man. He was a good fucking teacher. He
I miss Ray, bro. How's he?
Oh, he's great, man. He's great. You know what's crazy? I always shout him out and bring him up because he was technically the one that was on here every single time.
One of your lives
it was always me and him, and then finally it's been a while since he's been on, and he hasn't even been on this version of it, which is the thing. So it's a matter of me asking, but it's a matter of, hey, what can we bring? What makes this one,
what makes it separate than all the ones you've been?
Let's make it. What can we make it different, but also make it exciting, because this is what we used to do, and now it's
like have a where like you just smoke, you and your guests just smoke together. Like
that's been an idea. Because my family's made that through that idea a bunch of times.
Yeah, dude.
But at the same time, certain people, because I'm also on the internet and whatnot, I have to see what I can. I'm pretty sure not a lot of people care anymore, but at the same time, I want to keep it with
the times right now.
Yeah.
See what's hip.
Yeah.
Right?
A little bit.
Or like smoking, like the fact that we're smoking on live.
Yeah. I'll do that in my free time, but like I never really I never really flaunted it, you know what I mean? Because when I was when I was either grown up or when I saw people do it, it's like, bro, I can smell you. You don't need to flaunt it. Yeah. I knew what the fuck it was, even like back then. Yeah. And it just never dawned on me to, oh, I use much weed. Like, I'll look at it, like, me personally, like, going back to aesthetic, I like looking at, like, the little bud and seeing if it sparkles, the color, the inside, what it looks like. I get, like, real technical with it. And then if you got, like, an iPhone or whatever, you're zooming in, getting all that good quality. It's like that little photography. Yeah. What's the difference between shooting that and shooting a landscape? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I guess so, yeah. I love, the aesthetic of rolling and stuff. And I like smoking, too. Like, I love the smoke. I love inhaling, like, the smoke. It's like the aesthetic of smoking.
The aesthetic.
Did y'all ever get high and then play band together?
No. I never did it in school.
Dang. I did it a lot in school, but I don't remember if I ever did it during band class, because that was something I genuinely had to, like, pay attention to.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes, because our band director would literally call us out, like, randomly.
Yeah.
To play notes or this and that, and I'd be like, oh.
If someone was fucking up, they would really try to pinpoint who was fucking up.
Dude, yeah, and it's, like, awkward as fuck, because, like, he'll stop it, and he'll be like, let's say somebody in the flute section fucked up. He'll be like, everybody stop, flute section, like, let me hear that one part again, and if somebody fucks up, he's like, who's doing it? And you'd be like, oh, nervous.
Damn, pinpoint the shit out you, bro.
Yeah, or, if someone was, if someone was able to fix it, they try to get them off their back by trying to fix that shit real quick.
Yeah, like, let me do it right.
Yeah, because really what they were trying to instill is, hey, you gotta have to know this, because if you have to play it and not get stuck like that, when it's in
When it
front of
comes to,
other
like,
people.
actually, like, yeah, playing.
But also, they're pinpointing because they want to, hey, I'd rather you fuck up in front of me than someone else.
They do it in the goddamn competition.
Yeah.
fuck
So it was always cool, like, getting to, like, always fix yourself and stuff, but it was just, like, the anxious part where, like, he called you out in front of everybody, and it'd be quiet, like, a room full of kids, you know, just staring at you and, like, trying to, like, you know, fix your shit, and, like, you know, me personally, bro, like, being in high school, my face always tend to get, like, red. Like, I always got red.
Yeah.
If I was, like, shy or embarrassed or one little thing, bro. So, yeah, like, me personally, I'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
so anxious, you know, like,
I was like
fuck
that.
up.
I was like that too. I think that's why I was real comfortable being around you too, because we're
Yeah. Yeah, what was it like having? Well, first off, what was it like? Hey, my cousin goes to the school. Like, was it some people be like, about that, or
It was cool. I fucked with it hard.
It was it was the fact that at first
that's a good thing.
it was kind of it didn't really dawn on us at all actually.
Yeah, well, because we had like two different friend groups
we had
and
two
shit. So
right.
we always
But
hung out with like
his friend group fucked with me and my friend group fucked with him.
Yeah.
So that
In a
kind of
way,
made
yeah.
it more natural in a way.
yeah.
And then I met him first only because summer.
Yeah.
Because we had
Yeah.
band camp, and then we met first. But then once we
Yeah, I
all
actually
got,
went to band camp.
yeah, and then we all mingled the first time. No, but then we all got to mingle together, and then we finally, had classes and whatnot. Then we, oh, he's your
Yeah.
cousin? What?
Yeah.
Damn.
Plot twist. What?
All that we heard a lot of that whenever we started introducing like,
Right,
oh,
like,
that's
that's
actually
your
my
cousin.
cousin, and they're
Yeah.
like,
That's
your cousin?
what? Y'all don't look alike. I'm like, no,
Yeah, because we're cousins.
I know,
I
we're
didn't really
cousins.
supposed to look alike.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have to look alike.
No, yeah, it was so cool because
Yeah.
even though we had like our own friend groups, there was times where like we'll see each other in the hall or like I'll see him in the cafeteria and be like, like,
And we're
what's
never,
up,
and
bro?
like it was never strange. It was never. It was.
It was
I
never
can't even talk.
awkward.
It wasn't never awkward. It was
Yeah.
all. We were never strangers to each other because we always like dap each other up and then
yeah, it was
Yeah.
always
talk to
pretty
each
chill,
other.
Yeah.
And then if he was by himself, I would bring him over with my friends. And if I was by myself, he would introduce me to his friends.
There we go.
And then we started getting tighter because I would go over to his house a lot.
But not
Really?
even that, bro. Like when we were in middle school, we did this thing. We would
we did
sneak
it all
into
the
each other's
time.
like during the summer we would sneak into each other's houses.
Ah.
It
I was
weird.
I was a baddie there. I was a baddie in middle school, bro. I was
Damn.
bad
Yeah,
as
not gonna
fuck.
lie, he kind of influenced me, but
I was bad as fuck.
when it came to I guess drugs or I guess
When it came to like that weed wise, he was the first one.
He was the
But-
first one.
But the influence wise, like, dude, let's go do shit we're not supposed to do was me.
yeah,
Yeah.
you have more balls than me for sure. I'm a pussy. Like I'm a straight.
I was
pussy,
lighting
not
myself
gonna
on fire in fucking middle school. I was
What the
stealing,
fuck?
I was stealing my parents' cars to go to his house and shit.
lie. Yeah, like he
We go
genuinely
Joe
stole
riding.
his dad's truck. I think one
It was,
time.
it was my brother's truck.
Oh, your brother's truck.
God damn. I didn't know all this. God
Yeah.
He was
damn.
a little baddie, I guess.
I was a little baddie, whatever.
Little
Yeah.
baddie or whatever.
Now, it wasn't until high school till I like calmed my shit down. Actually, I was actually pretty calm in high school.
Yeah.
I never really
it
got
was
in
more
trouble.
Chill, not gonna lie, but we still did we still hung out.
We
and
still,
stuff.
yeah, we still did shit we weren't supposed to do, but it wasn't anything.
Was there any highlights?
There's times where like we would hang out and I would be the one that would smoke or like have weed on me.
Yeah.
Like, I would have weed on me being in his truck or this and that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah.
That was after. That was a little
Yeah, that
bit
was after. That was a little bit
during-
after. You know what I'm about to talk
during
about.
high
Yeah,
school,
you know what I'm about to talk about. Yeah. During high school, there wasn't really that many highlights. Probably because we were hanging out with our friends.
friend groups,
Yeah.
Yeah, we were hanging out with our friends, but yeah, we just every time we just run into each other, it was always normal. It was always normal. It was never awkward. Nothing ever stood out. It was like he was like another friend, you know.
Yeah.
But this time, this friend I actually had to watch over. He had to watch over me.
Yeah.
Like,
on
wow,
each
it's a
other.
love story.
Oh god, bro.
Dude, man, that's
I think that was the only thing that was different was the fact that we just watched out for each other.
Damn, man, that's what's
Yeah.
up. And then one of the last things about like high school wise was who was y'all's favorite teacher?
None of them. They all suck.
No.
and,
God,
I don't like it.
I hated high school.
Well, Miss Sharp. I like Miss Sharp. Miss Sharp was cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
Miss Sharp was. She was
I saw her last time I saw her was shout out was for a show. Her and her husband, they like attend a lot of the
Yeah. Plays,
activities, plays, everything, and they always made it a thing to come to the theater plays or theater works, and I always appreciated that. So it was nice to see them carry that on every year, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna do that till one eventually retires or
Yeah.
both, and yeah, man,
She was really sophisticated.
very.
She was she carried herself very high, and I think that's why I really liked
very,
her.
Like, very like content and very.
Yeah, she was really high, and then like she wouldn't play no shit, but and like the way she would like get on you wasn't really mean. It was always like she did it
just
for
had
you.
that voice. I feel like it
Yeah.
was just that voice. That
She had intensity. That's what it was. She had
Yeah,
intensity.
There
like-
was a point where we were in class and she literally separated us both or something because we were talking or some shit.
yeah,
She was like, Ben, moved. I had to move. I think we both moved, or
We
like one of
both
us moved.
moved.
Yeah,
We both
and, like
moved.
yeah, we started away from each other.
Damn.
And I was
But her
like,
daughter was a bitch though.
your mother was a
God.
bitch. They were both
Yeah.
bitches. I'm
No,
sorry.
the nerdy one was cool, but the other big
Oh, you
forehead
know,
one
yeah,
was
the one with the
fucking-
glasses.
Yeah, she was cool.
I mean, I
But
don't
the
know
big
if
forehead one was fucking mean. She was
No, she was
mean
mean
as
for no
fuck.
reason.
She'll go up to me and be like, "Are you doing work, Mr. Rodriguez?" I'll be like, "Yeah." It does not look like it.
God damn.
You need to move, sir. You need to move right now. I'll be like, "Well, I'm doing my work." No, you're
I
talking.
wish you could see
You're
the
messing
screen.
up.
This shit's
You're
fucking
messing up.
funny.
You need to move,
You look
sir.
greasy, right?
Oh my god, I'm greasy right
I'm
this
just
fucking
kidding, bro.
this fucking light, bro. Charles is like Robert. God, man. I'm a little. No, I'm a
I
little
got you. I
smidge.
got you. I
Shit.
got you.
No, but I think overall,
outta here,
like
bro.
high school it was alright.
Why'd you point that out?
Oh, fuck, man.
Look darker.
See, bro? Nah, it looks more natural.
Oh, it's more
I still
now.
look greasy.
I look dark as
That's
fuck.
alright. It's alright.
Oh, still.
Skincare routine.
No, but I can get you. I can get
Like,
you.
yeah,
I'll free text this, man. But man, that's some highlights, man. One of my favorite teachers was Mr. Maxwell, though.
Mr. Maxwell.
Yeah, because it was my theater teacher, you know.
Yeah.
And even though I wish I had freshman year, I wish I would have started it freshman year. That was kind of my kind of regret of mine. I wanted to start band and think, oh, I can't balance two at once. I limited myself by saying, hey, I can only do one right now.
Yeah.
And
Wait, what year did you start band, or what school? Or
band I started freshman year, and then theater I didn't start until about sophomore year. It's because I got into the show they were doing, and then that was kind of my, motivation to say, hey, next year, for real this time, I'm going to pursue it.
Yeah.
For real this time. How about this? We're going to turn that light back on, but we're not going to point it at you.
It's a little dark or what? Oh, damn, it is dark.
Yeah, a little dark.
There we go.
There we go.
I'm dead, bro.
I'll probably just stay more close to the camera, because it looks like it's shining on him a lot more.
No, I'm chilling, bro.
Oh,
Like
okay,
I kind
cool,
of like the
cool.
lighting. You can actually see me.
Let me ask you
like
this,
that too.
Robert.
What's up, man?
Is there any
Centrifuge.
is there any moments in high school that you had of us? Like any highlights?
Ooh.
I feel like we really didn't hang out like outside of high school like that. It
Yeah.
was more like just classroom and like things we did with band, like go to Babe's Chicken,
Yeah.
field trips, I guess things like that. But
Yeah.
after high school, we never really.
When it was field trips and whatever, and we had the chance to talk to each other, we
Yeah.
did that. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like
We did that.
we didn't personally avoid each other,
Yeah.
anything like that. I try to think. There have been times where maybe shared a car ride or two, and it was kind of funny, you know. But
Oh yeah.
it was-
Because the reason I know you today is because of him.
yeah,
We met through him,
yeah.
and that's why I was asking. I'm like, oh, you guys might have probably had like anything, like, any highlights or anything that I had.
Well,
One thing I do want to say is being in band, I met like really good friends. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jennifer was like one of my good friends being in band. I miss her very much, and I hope I can hang out with her soon if she's watching this or whatever.
Yeah.
She's really cool and I miss her and I hope she's doing well. I just want to say that. 'Cause she was a really good friend.
Go hard hands.
hard hands.
That's my
but
favorite moment.
I think a reason why we don't probably recall so many is because we had to be at so many different things, from parades, field trips, competition, football games, week in, week out. So we kind of amassed a little bit, but a lot of them were kind of the same, and
Yeah.
maybe they may not stick out because, oh my god, we're at a game. Oh my god, this happened. Oh my god, that happened.
Yeah.
But it was fun. Overall, I had fun. Being in band
Overall,
was
yeah.
cool. Until, what's his name? Oh, I forgot his name, not gonna lie. Doorbant?
Yeah.
When he left, bro, I was sad because he was cool. And then the new teacher that came in, like, it was that young teacher. That's when I had quit band. I had left, I think, junior year or senior year I left. I'm not too sure. I think it was senior year I left.
Did y'all like playing in the football games?
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, it was
You didn't like
okay.
playing
I would prefer to watch in the bleachers, but it was cool playing a certain, music and shit and marching. But I think overall, like, I would have preferred to watch in the bleachers.
What about you?
Me, I liked being a part of, the aesthetic of the show.
Uh-huh.
I've always kind of gravitated towards that.
Okay.
So I think I liked being part of band only for that reason.
Yeah.
But like the only other hardships, like having to deal with like other people not coming along with it. If it was me and a group of people that knew what we were doing and we all did it and it
Yeah.
all came together, without all the annoying parts, I'd be cool with it. I could do it without the annoying parts, but overall, I just gravitated and enjoyed it more.
Okay.
And then being on the field too, like you would think it's scary being on a football field when you got to like tackle different people. It's a
Yeah.
different type of fear when it looks like you're just walking around to the naked eye when really you're playing on a field. You look like a dot, but if you fuck up, you look like a you know,
And
you look like you're
yeah.
messing up. You know.
Yeah.
And you can notice, like, and I've noticed that's what made me, like, very anxious being out on the field and stuff. Because, yeah, people were, like, genuinely watching you. Like, you know, like, being in the bleachers, you, like, stare, like, the football game
Yeah.
or whatever. But, like, being in band, like, we're all together, meaning, like, not everybody's like, who's that? Like,
Well,
they can see all of us, and that was the scary part for me.
and not the meanest way possible. I'm not trying to be like mean, but nobody was really paying attention. Like,
Yeah.
during
No,
that
obviously,
time.
reality,
Obviously.
I guess not. But
Yeah,
that
I
was just me
figured
back
because
then.
like yeah, like your mentality, but like
Yeah.
literally people were just talking to each other and throughout those. I mean, the only people that really paid attention was the parents,
Yeah.
and the parents actually complimented you guys a lot.
Not gonna lie, yeah, it was more the parents. Like, my mom who would go, like, she
Yeah.
would watch me, you know. Like,
The parents would always say that the band and the mariachi sounded really good from Northside.
Yeah.
I remember that.
yeah.
I was
did
too
like
busy shooting my
mariachi.
shot.
Mariachi was pretty cool.
And they definitely evolved, you know, music wise. Like every single facet from Northside, like music wise, kind of evolved after we left. which
Shit,
is
I
pretty
hope
cool.
so. They have a whole fucking building
Yeah,
to themselves.
they built
Dude,
more, and I was like,
yeah.
damn.
Yeah, I hope
dude.
they
Come on,
evolve.
man.
I hope
Shit.
so. I'm just being nice and assuming, but
Their football team evolved. I'll tell you that.
ooh,
They still fucking suck in my head though.
God, man.
Talk your shit, talk your shit.
Talk your shit.
Fuck the coach.
Man, I'm ready to get into this one. The tales of the duo in the past. Cuchito has told some stories where you were present. What was your point of view, like,
we
such as
we gotta see if we pass the statute of
like,
limitations or something.
like
on some of this
statute of
stuff.
limitations, like the truck meet story?
That one's my favorite.
Any
story.
bar stories or
How
Well,
about let's start off with his perspective.
yeah,
of the truck meet story.
that perspective.
no.
I'm ready for that one.
Okay, yeah.
You love that
so-
one.
Yeah, so this dude likes to invite me a lot to, like, the truck
Yeah.
meets, and it's every, like, Wednesday and stuff.
This was back whenever the truck meets were actually like
popping.
popping. It was
Yeah.
crazy. It was actually like there was shit going on here, there. This was like the peak of the truck meets when I started inviting him.
So
Yeah.
this one time that we went, I invited my friend Abby, and he picked us up or whatever. We went there. It was so cool. While we were there, we got to browse around and stuff.
Yeah.
But this time, like I said, I tend to bring shit with me. So
Yeah.
me and Abby brought weed with us.
Mhm.
And we smoked it there. Like, we walked around, smoked it. You know, we saw some good, you know, trucks, cars, and shit like that.
I was out doing my own thing. He was with her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was out being a little punk. Or whatever.
And they were doing, like, donuts and shit, right? And at this point, everybody was in a big ass circle because we were letting all these trucks and, you know, shit do, like,
Cuchito told me about a fight or like a wreck that
Yeah.
happened.
So we ended up, like, hearing, like, at this point, it was, like, hella smoky. It was just foggy as fuck, bro. It was just, like, you couldn't see anything but fog.
Damn.
And you couldn't
was
see anybody
bad.
after that. And all of a sudden, we heard, like, a loud, like, bang, and we're like, oh, shit.
Oh.
And then we started seeing, like, people screaming, and then we heard, like, or somebody was in the, like, truck screaming.
Mm-hmm.
And we ended up just seeing everybody, like, run, like, the audience pretty much just, like, run towards the middle, like, to help out whatever, like, you know, whoever was
Yeah.
in there and
Yeah.
stuff. But no, it was
It was
after that,
crazy.
it was kind of crazy. It was
It
kind
was
of
crazy. So
in a way.
So, from the time we got, I had a reputation at the time of, like, living up to the standard of how crazy I talked about the truck meets.
Yeah.
So every time I would take somebody to it, they'd always see what I was talking about,
Yeah.
and it lived up to the expectation. It was his first time. Some crazy shit would happen. It was when I took the girl. It was her. It was crazy, you know. But this time it was his, and I remember when we got off. I had parked in the front. We're gonna retell the story. I parked in the front, and I
I'm really
remember.
bad at explaining stories. No, you're good.
No,
I'm
you're good.
really
You're good.
bad.
We're gonna retell it.
Hell yeah.
So when you want to jump in to, because I'm gonna explain it how it went
Oh,
down.
yeah.
So I remember we got off. I
On the
picked him up. It was cold.
version.
It was cold outside though, which was nice.
It was pretty chill. That's part I liked, like, walking
was
around while
cold,
it was cold.
And it smelled like straight up dank over there, which was another cool
Smelled
thing.
like dank.
It smelled like straight up tire
marks,
smokes,
yeah,
dank,
like,
everything,
dude.
bro.
Yeah.
So we get there. I park in the front. There's obviously no parking, and this park that we had went to only had one entrance and one exit, right? So I'm parked next to the exit because if something was, I already knew if some shit were to go down, we could just get out right away.
Yeah.
Right away. Quick
I
escape.
didn't know they had shit with them. I didn't know they
Yeah,
had
we didn't
anything
tell
with
them
them.
at this point,
They didn't tell me. They were gonna smoke it at the truck meet, right? So this is when I had the Ranger. I was fucking cruising my Ranger and shit, and we get off, and I remember I was trying to stick with them for as long as I could,
Yeah.
but I'm more of an attention whore. I like to go out and seek attention, or if not, be a fucking fool out there, start some shit up, leave, stir heroin, then leave, and then
Stone cold.
God damn right.
Yeah.
But
Completely right.
but I remember that I left them there, and I just went off and did my own thing,
Yeah.
and then from there I don't know what they would do, but I would just run into them just somehow.
Yeah, we were just walking around smoking. We kind of, like, smoked with other people here and there. It wasn't as much, but like some people would be like, "Oh, you want to smoke our blunt?" I'm like, "Yeah, you want to smoke our blunt?"
Yeah.
And we would just walk around and browse for a second, cause he was doing his own thing for a minute.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I mean, I didn't know anybody there, but I was out. I didn't give a fuck. I was out there talking shit. And then whenever the crash happened, that was whenever the burnouts had already been started. They had already gone around for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by this time, it was already towards the end of the night because from the crash to the time the police came, it was a period of 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And then I remember the crash happened, and the people that were yelling were the people that actually got hurt.
Yeah.
So there was two head-on. It was a big old truck, big old Silverado, and then an SUV. They hit head-on. Boom! Boom, head-on. And then I remember the SUV's front end had just fell off. It was smoking everywhere. The Silverado's truck had the grill off. It was puking, cooling everywhere, and it was smoking like crazy. And then the guy in the SUV had got off because he got hurt.
Damn.
And he went to somebody's truck and laid down.
So that had happened, bro, and at this point we ended up finding each other within the crowd, what happened this and that. And we ended up walking back or trying to leave because the cops and ambulance were coming. We saw them from the freeway or some shit like that.
Yeah. Well, we were trying to leave. We were trying to leave.
Oh yeah, we were trying to leave. And but before we were right when we were heading towards the truck, there was a fight going on between these two kids. And so we're let's watch.
It was a kid. It was like a I don't know, like a 17-year-old kid and then a 20-year-old guy. But they were just talking shit. They were just talking shit. And then me, I wanted to see something.
So I didn't give a fuck. We all got in a circle between them.
Yeah. I didn't give a
scene with the car crash what it was having back there.
Yeah. I was so fucking pumped, bro. Shit was going crazy. People were still burning out. Fucking fireworks were shooting. Fucking I don't know if it was just a tire smoke, but I just I made sure these fools fought. So I remember it got to the point where they were just talking shit and it started to die down. And as soon as it got quiet, I remember I got the guy the bottom of his back and I pushed him towards the kid. I go, "Oh shit!" And I just fucking went boom. I don't know how the fuck I did it, but I just went boom. And after that, I remember they went after each other and they fought. They fought for maybe a good 20 seconds.
Yeah, it wasn't that long.
It wasn't that long.
It was really quick.
Because right after we had seen the lights come down, the lights from the police officers come down.
I see the lights.
They're on their way over to where we're at, so we're like, oh shit, we gotta bounce. And so we end up going back to the truck.
I had left them.
Yeah,
I went to the truck by
So
myself.
it was just me and Abby kind of far ahead because we really
I was a little bit of an
what was
asshole.
happening. And yeah, we ended up meeting this dude at the truck, and we got inside or whatever. And at this point, the cops already came, the ambulance. And we forgot to mention there was a mom there too. She was screaming.
Oh yeah, there was a mom
there.
She
was pissed. I think.
Oh yeah, I do remember the mom.
She was screaming and pissed. I think she was mad at the fact that it was one of her kids who got in that.
It was one of the kids.
Oh shit!
It was a sister too. The sister's like, "Y'all ain't going nowhere. Y'all ain't going nowhere."
Pissed, bro. And I don't blame her.
Damn.
Like, dumbass bitch. What the fuck is your brother burning out then? Oh God.
But y'all make it to the truck. Y'all get in.
So I get into the truck. I get to the truck and I realize, wait, I came with them. So I had to wait for them.
How many was about to leave us?
Meanwhile, all these trucks are just hauling ass out of the fucking park. They're all gone. Everybody's going boom, 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 out. And then I finally get to the truck. I see them running. I see,
come on.
And I'm like, fuck, let's go.
Speed walking because he's like, hurry up.
I know, let's go. Sure enough, to get into the truck. And right when we were the next truck out, right? We were the next truck out of leaving, and they blocked the whole fucking entrance.
So we couldn't leave. So we were all there, and the cops were slowly coming in by the cars and shit. And the cops were getting out of their cars and inspecting everybody.
And so the truck had been cold, so I turned on the heater. It was cold outside.
Yeah. And what he didn't know is that we had a bag with us.
Fucking bag. And I remember that shit circulated with the heating, and then the cop had got off and said, "Y'all ain't going nowhere. Turn off the truck." And so sure enough, I smelled the weed, and I'm like, oh.
I was like, we going.
I knew right away. I'm like, fucking shit. But then sure enough, the guy didn't smell it.
Yeah, he went by the window and everything.
He went by the window. He didn't smell it. He let us go on our way. We left. And after that, I remember I wasn't mad, but I was like, what the fuck? Why didn't y'all tell me?
We're like, oops.
I was like, these motherfuckers.
I would have gone to jail.
Yeah, but that was looking kind of scary, not gonna because all that just happened back to back. It was a car crash, that fight. After that, the cops coming and had weed on us.
All that intense shit happened in a period of 20 minutes.
Damn it.
20 minutes.
A good 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Yeah.
From the time that the crash happened to the time we left and got to the gas station, it had been 20 minutes.
Man, it goes quick.
It goes by quick.
Shit happens real fast, man.
You're just like.
It probably felt a little shorter. It probably was maybe 10, 15 minutes because we were going fast. It was up the ass, let's go.
Yeah.
But it was fun. That was one of the stories that really stuck out. That's what made us tighter, actually.
Yeah, that was just more fun because my friend was with us, and then we were all just like, You know, we all saw that back to back. So we're like, you saw that? Like, you saw
I was thinking back to that night. I remember I was thinking back to it, and that didn't stop us. We went to another spot,
Yeah.
but the
Damn.
other spot was whack.
They said,
It was kinda
yeah,
lame,
we're calling
yeah.
it quits.
Yeah, we're calling
People
it
were kind of
quits.
scared, I guess.
But
Yeah, man.
yeah, man.
And then the bars, man. Y'all be going here, going
Clubs.
there.
Dude, it's the times like we'll like randomly go to like we'll hang out and we'll be like let's not like we're not gonna drink, we're not gonna go to 7th
Yeah.
Street, we're not gonna go to a bar, and we'll hang out, we'll talk and like this
Yeah.
and that, and we'll be like, damn, we kind of want to drink now, like we're having a good conversation.
Yeah.
You want to go somewhere? We'll go to like a bar, and after we'll be like 7th Street.
It'll be like a small bar,
Yeah.
and then I'll be like, hey, we're not gonna go to 7th Street, right? No.
Nah.
All right, we
2
take
beers
what
in, we're
we
like-
drink. Yeah, we drink one beer. The music's kind of wacky, right? Yeah.
Sure,
Okay.
different
We
one.
went to a different one. Okay. All right. Then after that, we
Man.
drink the second beer, and we finish the second beer. I'm like, so 7th Street? They're like, yeah, let's go.
Damn.
And that's
So,
when we're like tipsy, and we're just like, fine, fuck it, let's go.
So-
we're on our A game when we're tipsy though.
damn, man. Because that was like one of my questions. Like, that kind of answers it there. I was like, how do y'all feel in that social climate? You know, do y'all fall into it a little, like, easy? Or are y'all more reserved and it takes a little more time to
I'm
get that
more-
comfort?
I have more social anxiety compared to him. Like he knows
Yeah.
that really well because there's times we'll like do something. He'd be like, "Let's go over here," and I'm like, "Nah." He's like, "Why not? Like, quit being pussy. You know, go in the crowd, dance." Or
I do
talk to
not
this
say
person."
that.
Oh,
I do not.
Bro,
say
he'd
that.
be like,
I do not. You
nah,
make
he'd
me
be
sound like an asshole.
Nah, he'd be like, "Let's go talk to some girls," and I'm like, "I'm
Whatever.
good." He'd be like, "Come on, pussy," and I'm like, "Bro."
I did not say
First of
that.
all-
You fucking lying.
Nah, there's
You
times where,
fucking
like, let's go talk to
lying.
some girls. I'm like,
Man.
I'll be with you,
Okay.
but I'm not gonna say anything.
I do say let's go talk to some girls, but I don't
He'd
call
be
you
like, "Quit being
pussy.
a pussy." Yeah, you do.
I don't call.
Like,
I call you a bitch. I call you a bitch.
I'd get
Be
better.
a bitch,
Nah,
let's
but
go.
nah. I understand. Like, I respect
No,
his
yeah,
limits
yeah.
sometimes. So
Yeah, man.
the thing that helps us out is that we bounce off of each other. So like he's more reserved and I'm more extent. I like to go out and like talk to people.
Yeah.
But whenever like I see him not having a good time, that's when I'm like, I gotta chill out.
Yeah.
Then I go with
But
him.
we usually have a good time. It's always
usually
like
have
a good time.
all the time.
But like I
Always
say,
a good
he's
time.
he's a chick magnet, bro.
Because, yeah, that's what he told me last time, that more people or
You don't even
more
gotta go talk to girls.
females
They come to
gravitate
me.
towards
They go to
you.
him.
They gravitate towards you. And, like,
Oh,
y'all,
shit, what's up?
like you kind of told me y'all were on the streak of luck, and that's, like, kind of the question. Did the streak of luck stop? Or is it still going?
We just don't go out.
Yeah,
as
we don't
much
really go out
anymore.
anymore.
Yeah, we haven't
Anymore?
gone to the clubs, we haven't gone to the bars.
So he's out with his thing now.
Right.
He's out. He's with his
My
he's
boo.
with his boyfriend.
Yeah, his boo.
So then me, that kind of leaves me up to myself, but I'm more into the bodybuilding shit now.
Yeah.
So I don't really go out.
I'm more
that much
doing, like, a healthier path
Yeah.
as of right now, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm more homebodied now. Honestly, I just
Mm-hmm.
like being home with like my boyfriend and stuff. That's the best. Not gonna lie.
But we still have
Hey.
good times at the house though. I just still pull up.
Oh,
yeah,
hey.
he always pull up and we'll still have a good time.
See, that's kind of my thing too. Like, I think I like drinking more with my friends, like at a spot or at home.
or like at somebody's crib. Bro.
Yeah,
It's
somebody's
pretty-
spot,
It can
yeah.
be more lit than like the actual clubs.
And it's a
but
lot cheaper.
It's a lot cheaper.
It's a lot cheaper.
I'd rather just
That's
go to
when we all
liquor.
get drunk. Like that's what your friends
Let's
do.
go to the liquor store, look at all the different types of shit that we can buy, and then buy some shit we can, and then go home.
We're the Seagrams, right?
But oh god, the secret. But now it's So yeah, we kind of calmed down on it. But whenever we were at its peak, whenever we were at our peak, that's whenever it got crazy.
Yeah. What is like one of
Like,
the crazy things I remember?
It wasn't really crazy. It was just more the fact that we would always like talk
like
to
shit,
different
some
people.
shit always happens.
Yeah.
Some
Like,
shit,
we're
some
together.
something always happened.
Like if
Yeah.
it's not with us, it's with somebody else, and we're there, and we're like, oh my god, like this just happened
Yeah.
in front of us. Like
So
what
like,
the fuck?
so the weirdest one that happened was, you want to talk about that one time with that girl that met up with us?
Wanna put this?
Yeah, the one that kind of just ditched us and then we went to Chingon.
Oh, so bro, I used to have a coworker.
I don't know if you want to call her name, but
Nah.
You don't have to name drop.
yeah.
Code
What if I
name.
want to? No, just
Hey, what if I want to?
Ooh, if you want to,
Um,
go for
no,
it.
just
Because
kidding.
fuck that bitch.
Fuck this bitch. Nah, she was just a old coworker of mine.
Yeah.
She was already like kind of crazy. Not gonna lie, like she's kind of like.
So let's set the scene real quick. So we had just gotten there. We had just left Pokemon, which is the local bar that we always go to.
Yeah.
And then our first club that we went to was Ampersand, right?
Mhm.
We went to Ampersand. This was early. It was early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're there at some street pretty early.
Yeah, we were early. Went to Ampersand, and then as soon as we get there, this girl that he knew just walked up to him, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, this is early, and this was already
Yeah, I was like,
grabbing
what
it.
the fuck?
And then after that, you can say that.
Yeah, we met. She ended up meeting us or whatever, and she was like, "Can I join you guys?" And I was like, I low-key didn't want to, because I was like, no, you're.
We didn't want to
crazy.
fuck up the vibe that we already had.
Yeah.
We already
Yeah,
had the
because
vibe
we're already
going.
having fun with like just us two. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, I guess you can join us. You're pretty.
Bring attention
Maybe
to
help
us.
this dude out.
Right.
But no, yeah, we ended up going to like a club or whatever.
Damn.
Yeah, made it awkward.
I said that one. I said that one.
They were supposed to laugh. But Anyways, yeah, we ended up going to like this bar or club or whatever,
Yeah.
and we had fun with her. It was like we were there with like we went to like one club with her, right?
Yeah,
Like,
she
one
was
bar.
cool. Like she was cool. We stayed at Ampersand for a while, and then we decided to leave because it was still early and it was empty.
Yeah.
So we decided to go try out another
Yeah.
club, and we went to the Bodega.
Bodega. Yeah.
Bodega,
Yeah.
and then apparently she had connections there, right?
Mhm.
She had connections there.
Like she knew the person. Or
She
some
knew
shit
the
like
person, but for her, she wasn't gonna hook us up or anything.
Come on now.
We were the ones struggling. She was just
that. I
whatever.
struggled, bro. They didn't let me in. They let both of them in, but not me.
And he was the oldest looking one.
Bro, the
Was
security
there.
guard was like, he looked at my ID. He was like, "How old are you?" And I was like, 21. He was like, "When's your birthday?" And I was like, "September 18." 2000. He was like, "What day though?" And I was like, "What day was I born?" And I just low key mean like I don't pay attention to things like that, so I didn't know what day I was exactly born. I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, I don't know actually." And he was just like, "You don't know? How do you not know your own birthday?" And I was like, "I do. I just told you my birthday." He's like, "Not the day." And then I was like, "Bro, like, I'm sorry."
He was being a chump. He was being a fucking
like
chump.
an asshole for no reason.
He was being
bro.
Damn.
he went on a power trip. He went on a power
Damn,
trip.
that fucking power
But
trip.
I'm waiting there, and then she's already in the club. Like she just went off without us, and I'm like, I'm waiting for him, and so I bought my thing because at the bodega you're supposed to buy something in order to get in.
Yeah.
So I bought my thing. I'm waiting for him, but they didn't let him in. So finally, I tried to call the girl, and I said, "Hey, they're not letting Ben in.
Like, do your thing.
Let's,
You know?
like I'm just gonna go out there." She goes, "Oh, okay, well, I'll just go with y'all." And in my head, I'm like, "Fuck." Okay,
Yeah,
that
so we're
didn't
just
work.
like, okay, like she came with us, whatever.
Yeah, it didn't, yeah. At this point, we just accepted it or whatever.
Literally, like
Yeah.
5 seconds later, we're like leaving the place, the bodega, and then the club next to the bodega. She runs into some girl and then literally walks away. Like she walks to it with a different girl.
She ditched
And
us.
We're just like,
She
what the
ditched
fuck?
us.
Ditched
Because we're
y'all.
talking with her and she was like making conversation. And immediately she just disappeared. And we're like, wait, where'd you go?
Walking
we
down
just saw her. Yeah.
Yeah, walking down the street. Apparently, she knew some of the guys that were next to the bouncer. She's talking to them, and then we're waiting for her for like a good maybe like
Yeah, we're just
minute
standing
and
there,
a half, and all of a sudden we see her go straight into the
It's
club,
like, oh, we're like,
and then we're like,
Damn.
okay. So then we're like, all right, well, at the same time, kind of solved our problem.
yeah, we didn't care too
We
much.
didn't care
were
too
just like,
much.
that's weird. Bro.
They
So-
were trying to like bounce.
Yeah.
And she bounced on y'all first.
Yeah, which was good. So because the vibe we had was going good, and we're like, fuck it, we'll just go to Chingon.
So we were just like, okay, whatever. You know, she's doing her thing. We'll do our thing.
Yeah. So went to Chingon, and then as soon as we got to Chingon, we waited in line, and
The
that's
line
when
was
we-
pretty. It was pretty long.
it was pretty long, and that's when we met a girl that had just got recently broken up with.
That bitch used us to cut.
She used us, bro. So we're waiting in line. We waited for like what, like 10 minutes?
Yeah.
And then we went from the back of the line to like almost entering, and then she just comes up out of nowhere and she talks to him, and she goes, "Hey, can I stand in line with you guys?"
So can you let me cut? Like, I have some friends in there or something like that. And we're like, we're at first we were just like, and she was just like, I'll buy you guys a shot. And then right when she said that, we're like, oh, a free
Okay,
shot.
yeah, free shot.
Join us, you know, come on.
Yeah,
Got in line with us, and mind you, she's really pretty. She's really
she was
tall
really
and
pretty. She
Yeah.
was really pretty.
We waited in the line with her. Immediately as she got in, she dipped. Like, she left.
After they patted her down, she fucking blasted
This was
off.
a
She
different
was gone.
Which is okay, you know, she came back, you know, like, we let
Yeah.
her cut, like, do your thing.
And then by the time we were about to get in and we're gonna get patted, the girl that had ditched us came back to us.
she found
Aw,
us.
She found us,
shit.
and then she goes, "Oh, thank you guys. You waited in line for me."
She was like, thank you for holding my spot. And we're like,
Yeah, we're like,
what?
"Bitch, what?"
Bullshit.
And then we just looked at each other, bro.
Yeah.
We just looked at each other and we're like,
Why
I
not?
guess,
Okay,
all
I
right.
guess. Sure, whatever.
So then we go in there, and then we found some of my homeboys, right? Found some of my homeboys, and we're talking to them or whatever. He's talking to the girl. And then now all of a sudden, the girl that was single that had used us
Yeah.
and the girl that was with us ended up dancing on top of the fucking pole there.
Yeah,
They had
she
a
was
pole in the
pretty
middle.
drunk. They were both
They were
drunk.
both
Damn.
drunk.
Two
Yeah.
girls that like were with us that cut and like we helped them cut. I guess like
Yeah.
they were drunk together and they were actually dancing, whatever.
Yeah, they were actually dancing, and then my friends were looking at his friend, and they're like, "Damn."
Damn, dude.
I'm like, "Nope, chill out, bro."
I'm like,
Chill the
"Relax
fuck out,
it.
dude. You don't want to do
Come
that.
on,
You better relax, bro.
Don't do
But-
it.
But then, yeah, after that, she got off, and then he told her something like, "Hey, you can see your dress or whatever."
Oh, you can
You
see
see-
she wasn't wearing anything or something.
She wasn't wearing
Oh,
anything.
hell
She wasn't wearing anything, and then
I was
after,
like, you should get down, you know.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
All
down,
the guys are
bro.
looking at you, like are cheering you
There's
on.
a reason
Yeah.
they're cheering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
and then
fucking.
all his friends were like, "Bro, let me hit her up," and I would like be like,
all my friends were like trying to get at her, and I'm trying to like she's giving them the time of day, right?
Yeah.
But she's giving them the time of day because she
She's-
wants free drinks. She tried to get me to buy her a drink, which I did. I gave in. I bought her a drink, and then after she finished her drink, she got done dancing. She came down. She goes, "Hey, you should buy me another drink." I said, "No, I'm good."
we were on then that one girl that we like.
She was
that
mooching
like,
off
I'll buy
us,
you
bro.
a shot. Like
Yeah,
we were like,
for
okay.
real.
We were like calling her like, "Yo, it's a shot," and that bitch was ignoring us. Like I know that bitch was ignoring us.
She was heartbroken because she was barefoot. She had nothing under. She had a small dress, and she was shaking ass on the pole. So
Ugh.
and then on top of that, when she was shaking ass, another girl shook ass on top of the pole, and then all the guys around are just fucking smacking, and then we're just there, we're just like, well,
They're all
goddamn.
like, "Hey."
But then we're drinking our drinks, and then finally, his friend had left, and then we just looked at each other. We're just like, all right, fuck it, we'll just party now.
That bitch for a second made me hold her bag, and I was kind of annoyed. Her satchel. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
She like gave it to me and like started dancing. And I was like, bro.
It was
like,
an
I'm
awkward
gonna-
moment, and then on top of that, she kind of stank a little bit.
Like I said, don't like her armpits stink, bro.
Like,
she's
she
the
kinda
person,
stank a little
yeah.
bit. She got stink a little bit, and then my friends were like,
shit.
my friends saw how she was dancing, how she didn't have anything, so they're all like, "What's up, girl?"
So
You know,
to anybody
No,
watching right now,
stop,
fucking
bro.
wear deodorant, bro. I
Yeah,
don't
wear
give a
deodorant when you
fuck.
go to the
You're
Where
gonna-
club.
deodorant?
And especially if you're a girl, because I know some
Or
girls
at
don't wear
least like
deodorant.
if you know you like if you genuinely stick that armpit, clean it. Clean that shit, bro. Put
Take some baby
deodorant.
wipes.
If
Yeah,
you're not
man.
okay, then you're good.
Hygiene, man.
Hygiene, bro.
But
come
then,
on.
yeah, so some of my friends are like, "What's up, girl? Like, let me get at you, or whatever."
They
and,
wild.
I'm behind her, because the guy's right there, the girl's right here, and I'm behind her, and I'm like, "Hey, no, like, don't do that,
yeah,
bro."
she's just
Like,
trying to
get
get
out
free
there."
drinks, bro. We're just like, no, like don't buy.
And then
drinks,
finally, she kind of gave up because she was like, because nobody was buying her drinks, so she
Yeah.
gave up and she left.
because we were all like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, she fucking deserved it. She was using us, bro.
Yeah,
"She's
man.
Hold
using
our
us,"
shit.
But I was more hurt in the sense of like we were really good like coworkers. Like she's
Yeah.
like one of my really good one. But I don't know. After that, just things that happened outside of work.
Yeah.
Like it made me see her as like not like you're not a good friend. Like you're not a good person. Like
And on top
Damn.
of that, I saw her later on that night. I remember I sent it to you. I saw her later on that night. She had gone into a fight.
oh yeah, I
She
know,
got
like,
into a
what the
fight and
fuck?
she knocked out some dude. Like she knocked some dude out. Like his food was like this.
Homegirl
What
was
the
drunk.
fuck?
Yeah, I can tell in the video.
She was like this.
drunk.
And the next thing you know, like the girl, she's like, "You bitch! Like that's what you get for touching me, or whatever." And then the guy's like this. I'm like, bro,
like,
this
"That's when
bitch
I paid for my
crazy,
drink."
bro. Oh god.
Damn, she had that drunk
Should
energy.
have bought me a drink, bitch.
Buy me a drink.
And
I
then,
just wanted Dos Equis.
bitch, it'll take you $7.
Oh god damn.
But
For real. Man,
at the
but
time it was $7. Now it's like $8-9.
in the interest of already hanging together, what other places y'all go to? Like what concerts, festivals? You ever gone together to that?
Yeah, we've been
We
to a
got to a
couple.
couple.
Yeah, concerts.
Ooh.
Small concerts, nothing crazy, but it's like techno, electronic.
Techno, and then like these
EDM rave.
EDM
Yeah, yeah.
raves, and
Hell
then
yeah.
small little concerts, like small one genre concerts. So we went to one in February that was like rock,
Yeah.
like old school rock music.
Hell yeah.
And this is when I knew this fool was a player, because we had just gotten there. It was me, him, and then another friend of ours. We had gone to the bar, and we're getting drinks. Right, we're getting drinks, and then all of a sudden we're leaving the bar, and I get tapped on my shoulder. I'm like, oh, okay. And then the girl that was with us is like, hey, they're calling you. I'm like, what's up? I'm like, hey. He goes, hey, do you know him? I'm like, who? And they're pointing at him, and I'm like, yeah, he's my cousin. Oh, well, can you call him? I'm like, hey, BJ, they're calling you. And then
I
sure
was trying
enough,
to order a beer, and I turned around. I was like, "What?"
and then sure enough, these fools, like these girls, just fucking dished me. I'm hanging with his girl, and then
Damn.
all of a sudden, like he's getting all the fucking glory.
she's
And
like,
I'm
she
like,
comes up to me. She's like, "You're really handsome," or something like that.
your
And I
hair's
was-
really nice.
Oh yeah, and
and
I was like,
you're really
"Whoa,
cute.
Thank you, I appreciate it. And I turned around immediately, and I was like, "Can I get a Dos Equis?"
Damn, bro.
We went to like little mini concerts. I showed him his first rave, I think. Right?
Hell
I showed him his
yeah.
first rave. It was actually pretty cool. It was a good experience.
It was fun.
We always
First-
have good times.
Yeah. Are there any concerts or festivals that are on y'all's bucket list?
I want to go to EDC.
I want to go to
That's
EDC
one of the
too.
things I want to go to. It's,
EDC.
EDC. I want to go to this place called Simp City in Las Vegas.
Ooh.
It's
Yeah.
a art-
City?
Simp
Oh,
City.
Simp.
Yeah, Simp City, like Simp.
Simp.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm a big old
Where all the
simp.
Simps
So,
go?
oh god, all the hopeless romantics. But now it's a place called Simp City, and they play nothing but R&B, like old school R&B,
Yeah.
and they're really small. Like they're really small. Like it's a small little concert, but it's popping on Instagram. I seen it on Instagram, and that like I've heard the music that they play, and it sounds legit. It sounds really legit. So I want to go there, but I hope it's not like the concert that we went to in Dallas. Remember that one concert that we went to, or like 2000s party or whatever?
Oh, and it was like it was just like one like song,
Yeah.
the whole thing that they would play.
We went to this 2000s party in Dallas, and the DJ, he was good. He played good music, but he couldn't mix for shit.
It was bad. He would play like the whole song too, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
next music.
So he would go from Kanye West, old school Kanye, to Miley Cyrus, party in the
What?
USA. But then we'll go, and then like Miley Cyrus song would end, and then after that he'll play some Lauryn Hill.
I feel like it depends. Like I feel like if you can mix the songs together really well, it should like it can flow good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether it's like
Yeah.
Kanye moving to Miley, whatever.
Yeah,
But it was just the transitions that he did were bad.
yeah, it was
Really
bad.
bad.
It was really bad.
Damn.
And there was a lot of people there because the Pride Parade had just ended in Dallas.
Oh.
So there was a lot of people
There's
there.
a lot of F words there. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, God.
I got that privilege. I got that privilege.
I don't know about all
I
that.
got that privilege.
I'm over here laughing like, yeah.
Oh shit.
Sweat.
Oh, if there was anybody to see, you would see in concert, dead or alive, who would y'all want to see?
Dead or alive?
Yeah.
I think SZA again, just because she's a genuine good performer. I love her.
You seen SZA live?
Yeah, I seen her. I went to her concert months ago. Yeah.
Damn.
It was nice. It was fun.
Mhm.
She's pretty,
Dude,
gorgeous.
she's gorgeous.
Yeah. Never seen
I'll
her.
probably see her again. Honestly, she's a really good performer. Like she genuinely connects with her audience. You know, like she talks in
She's-
between music. And
She's alive, right?
SZA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
she's
Oh,
alive.
okay. I'm
my
about to say.
God.
She's alive, right?
No.
She comes out dead right now.
I know,
Oh
maybe
fuck, man.
Nah, I think mine would be Young Dolph. I would go see
For
Dolph.
real, because
I would see
you
Young
got
Dolph
to see
again.
Young Dolph, and sadly, you know,
He passed away.
yeah, sadly.
But man, I would love to go see that fool again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I'd like to go see Childish because he's alive, and I didn't get to see certain songs, so there's that. But dead, Queen.
Queen.
There's that. That's a
That's
like
not
Freddie
badass.
Mercury, like coming back right quick.
Hey-o.
Hey, comes
Bro, they
back
played
right
that
quick.
one time at a club at 7th Street,
Oh my
bro.
God, yeah.
That night was fun. But I just
That
don't
was
remember
fun.
much of that night. But that night was bad. That was like one of the best nights we had.
Were they just playing classic rock at that point?
no,
Because
it was
I think it was like a mix.
it was so shit. We're gonna go off to the other story, but it was the same situation. We hung out. Then we went to a bar, and then we promised we weren't gonna drink or go to 7th Street, and then sure enough, we ended up at 7th Street. But the reason we ended up there was because one of my friends was there, and it was my homeboy's birthday, so we met up with them.
We met up with them.
We met up with them, and they said they were at a club called Varsity.
That was fun.
And Varsity at the time, they had TCU night. It was TCU night there. And then there was a bunch of seniors there, a bunch of cute girls or whatever. And then they had techno. They had like their own DJ. They hired their own DJ, and they had like nothing but electronic music. And nothing but electronic music, and it was fucking badass. Like
hell yeah.
I'm not one to go to varsity like that because varsity is okay, but that night it was fun.
that
Like,
night,
the
it
music
was
good.
popping. It was popping that night. And then we met up with them. We got drunk with them because they were buying shots, and then we bought them shots and we bought beers. And we
We all
just
went
chugging
to
them
the-
down like crazy.
Yeah, and the dance floor was packed.
Dance floor was packed. We saw this girl that was like into anime shit.
Yeah.
And then she like he was talking to some girl, and I was trying to fucking flirt with some other girl, and she was using the spot because they had spotlights.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
She was using the spotlight. She was cute, and I'm trying to like, dance with her or whatever. And then next you know she grabs the spotlight like if it was like a fucking
She
firebomb.
looked like she was hella drunk, like trying to.
She was
grab
like
the
that.
spotlight.
She's grabbing the spotlight, and she goes, I'm right there. Like she's pointing at me, and she goes,
I think she was having a main character
like
moment.
yeah, she had a main character moment,
Yeah.
and she's
Yeah.
like blasting it towards me, and I'm like me trying to get the number. I'm like, oh.
Damn, he played the part.
But then
Play your
she kind of
part.
fucking dished me after that.
She's a psych.
Okay.
Damn.
But that night was hard to top. We try to go back every now and then, but never.
And every time we go, it's like, it's not
Yeah, it's
how it
whack.
was. Yeah, that one night.
Damn, man, damn. We're switching gears to a more superhero level, man. Marvel, the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
For a long time, this was kind of like the catalyst, the idea of having been on, because we wanted to talk about WandaVision. I finally sat my ass down, watched all the WandaVision. That shit was good.
I liked it, bro.
That shit was good as
It's
fuck.
good, yeah.
Did you watch it just for this?
No, well, back then, because
Oh,
that was
okay,
the
okay.
idea, because I was like, if I want to have them on, I gotta watch it and like keep up with any other Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
If we wanted to have that
Yeah,
conversation,
okay.
but
It's a good show.
when I watched it, I was like, damn, I'm tripping right now. There's a
It's
lot of shit
it's
going
a-
on
It's a mind fuck, bro. It's a
all
mind
at
good show,
once.
fuck.
Like,
Mind fuck.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Marvel like that. I love Marvel. I think I'm just I not relate, but it's like I like the characters that they have. You know, the superheroes, the villains, things like that.
I'm more of a
Mhm.
DCU guy.
I like DC
Really?
too. Don't get me wrong. I like the fact that DC can be really dark and they're more serious compared to Marvel.
they're
That's
trying to
something
go
I do
more
like.
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's
can't
what I
make
know.
movies like Marvel though.
They
That's the one thing.
can't.
Comic book wise and superhero story wise, DC is top tier over Marvel.
Comic book wise,
Marvel.
yeah, but
I'm
in
Team Marvel.
movie wise, Marvel.
Yeah.
I
Marvel,
feel.
Marvel, y'all know how to make some goddamn.
Just because Marvel has a lot of like storylines, a lot of not like Thor,
Yeah.
Avengers,
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
and DC it's like Batman, but it's like a whole trilogy of just
and
Batman.
it's a dark ass
you know?
gothic trilogy.
Yeah, and-
But that's what I like about DC.
And it's a long story. Like certain comics are just fucking amazing. Like the Killing Joke.
that one,
You know that
was
one's a
good one.
badass one. And
That was a good one.
man, like if you want to go all the way back to the first ones and look how campy and cartoonish it was, go ahead. But nowadays it seems like more comics get darker because of the story. You know, it kind of enriches the story the digger you deep. maybe, but I don't know, man.
I think the thing that works for Marvel and that's in that sense of direction is the fact that they provide comedic relief with it.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. It's
They
like
make it
not as
light.
serious.
They
It's
make
not
it
as-
light. As for DC is just more. Bleh.
yeah.
You're gonna die and then
You're, like,
you're just
so
gonna die.
serious.
You're just dead.
Nobody's gonna laugh, you know.
Batman's gonna kill you and then you're just gonna die.
You know?
Your parents are gonna die, you know.
Yeah, man.
Things like that.
So wait, who's your favorite Marvel hero?
Marvel hero, I would say Spider-Man.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm Spider-Man all
I
the
would
way.
say Scarlet Witch on the same level as for sure, just because I dug deep into like her background, her origin story, things like that. It's
Yeah.
like her character's sad, like her
Very.
story is very sad.
Yeah.
So I was like, dang, like she's one of the superheroes that turns evil, but it's also good, but it's evil, but it's good,
She's one of the only heroes that could defeat Thanos.
Yeah.
She's
seen
genuinely like a strong
Yeah.
Avenger. She's strong.
I think mine would be Hulk.
Hulk.
Mine's Hulk. I mean, I was raised liking Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man,
Yeah.
but I love like Hulk's background. Like he was raised in like a domestic like what's it called, domestic abuse family.
Yeah.
He was getting mistreated by his dad. He had seen his mom get beat up, and I think that's where all his rage just came through. And then he just used it as his own superpower.
Yeah.
That's what. And then I like the fact that they provided him with Bruce Banner, like together, they merged them together.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was actually
I like that. Some people didn't like that. I like that.
I was actually pretty good because honestly, it shows like the control, and then also have the strength and the aggression that you can help people
I think
with.
people were mad about it because people were like, this Hulk is supposed to be like angry, mad, like that's his character, like he's not supposed to be somewhat smart and this and that, but I can see the conflict between both. But I mean,
Yeah.
I like him now. He's okay.
I mean, in
He's
the
good.
last couple movies before that, he's been, I'm not Hulk. I can't be Hulk. Oh, I gotta use the Hulk Buster. I gotta do this. Now he's Hulk, and now people are like, oh, we don't want him now.
Yeah, that's true.
The fuck, y'all?
Well, that's the thing. Like I've seen that they're expanding the Hulkverse a lot more.
Yeah, with
And then-
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk, and then I looked more into it, and Hulk has a lot more like different characters than any Marvel movie.
Yeah.
He has his own. He has like his own. What you call it? In the stories that I've heard, he has his own planet out there,
Yeah.
and he has a bunch of like civilizations out there, and they're all talk the same like him, like how this Hulk was. I think that's where they're trying to go in that situation, to have him have his own movie.
I like She-Hulk. Oh, I like She-Hulk. I just don't like the CGI or like the way they.
That's that. I didn't like
Yeah,
that.
it was horrible. It's like
Yeah.
I hate when I see things that are so fake. I'm like, it makes me lose interest because I'm like, eh.
You
I
can see
guess.
where the effort is, because there was definitely CGI in Black Panther 2 or Doctor Strange, but it was done
Perfect. It was good.
honestly
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Way better.
You know-
yeah.
And that's the thing where I don't really understand. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's probably price wise, but I don't know
But it's
why
like
they
you
can't do that to the shows.
But it's
Yeah.
like Marvel is very like popular, very like it's it right now in a way, So you would think it'd have a lot of money to like have really good CGI going on, but I guess
Provide all
not.
these animations and shit.
I don't
bro.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know. She-Hulk turned a lot of heads, man. What y'all think about people getting mad at Megan Thee Stallion and She-Hulk throwing ass?
I think that was just something random that they put in. Honestly, I feel like just a random thing that Marvel did. Like you may just add that clip in there.
Because Simply Megan's there.
Yeah.
I
I think it was more towards. I think that was like a joke for the adults.
Yeah.
Like that was like more okay. We're not trying to be kid based here. We're trying to like show, hey, it's for the
to me it
adults
was.
now.
I'm like cringe. Like why? Like,
It was a little cringe.
It was a little cringe.
They wouldn't
Like,
win.
why?
But
they
I was
would've
like,
went
I
smoother
see
with
this all the time. Why do I gotta see it in a Marvel?
like why was this needed?
setting.
Why was
Yeah.
this needed? Now it made me kill like the oh, it's not as serious. She-Hulk is not as serious. It's just like all fun and jokes,
It's gonna be hard to take it seriously after seeing that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine her being like an action movie, and like let's say I don't know Bruce Banner dies or like is about to die and she's trying to be all serious. It's like I can't see you as serious
Because
you're
this
just funny.
was the first thing you saw, and it's kind of hard to make that transition. They want you to try to jump if they do that.
Yeah.
They want you to jump from very comic relief to super
sad.
serious,
And I
all
think
that.
that's what Marvel does. I think they like do that on purpose. Like they make it so funny that you can't see this person dying or crying. So when it does happen in the movie, you're just like you're more like oh my
Like
god.
with Spider-Man, like in Civil War, he was cracking jokes and doing different shit. And
when he
then,
disappeared,
Tony Stark hitting on Aunt May, and then the end of the first Spider-Man movie, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But then, end of No Way Home, Spider-Man has nobody, and Aunt May died.
Yeah.
That
so,
was sad.
But
yeah, that scene was sad.
so like the difference between that and the whole She-Hulk situation was that felt natural.
yeah, there was more time with
There was
it.
more time with
Yeah.
it. It was more build up to that joke, And then She-Hulk, it just felt really forced in there.
Really forced and rushed.
Like-
and just like last minute, I feel like.
Like, oh, imagine, look, she's shaking ass. Oh,
Oh,
wow, okay.
okay.
She-Hulk can throw some ass, I guess.
I guess. What happens when Thanos comes back?
He's like, damn.
You're like,
Here's the gauntlet. Take the shit.
Give some of that. I want some of that. Give me that right now. Oh God.
Damn.
Ass just gets bigger.
God.
You're like, oh no, what am I doing?
What am I
No,
doing?
don't make your ass bigger.
Oh God.
Yo, I'm gonna get another Infinity Stone. Damn, but what was y'all's favorite Marvel movie this year? There was Doctor Strange, Thor, Love and Thunder, Black Panther, and then that Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't see that one, the Guardians of the Galaxy, but I saw Doctor Strange and Black Panther. I skipped Thor. I don't know why.
I think everybody skipped Thor. There's never
Thor
been-
ending or that ending scene, the new one, that one was horrible. I didn't like it with all those kids. I think that was so stupid. But I would say my favorite Marvel movie that came out this year.
What?
I didn't know that there was. Okay, spoiler, y'all. But because I kind of want to deep dig into this, there was kids. Like who's kids?
Oh, it was just like it's just a random scene like in the end where like a bunch of random kids. It's just
Oh.
random kids, but it's just like that scene was stupid because it's like these kids fight out the villain and they end up winning because of the kids. But it's like
Doesn't
why?
make sense.
Like because he gives the kids powers. Yeah, warning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stupid, but I would say my favorite Marvel movie from this year would be Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
Wakanda Forever, bro.
Just because that was more sincere and it was a lot of action. It was a lot of action.
That one was good, and I
Yeah.
like how they used Chadwick Boseman's death to their advantage.
Yeah, they had to get around the
Yeah,
real life
and I like
situation.
The way they did that was cool, and like the ending of the movie was amazing. I liked it.
I knew, like, we knew the funeral was coming,
Yeah.
but like, spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
And then come back
Come back.
because
You back? All right,
Yeah.
cool. That beginning part was, like
It's
everybody's
sad,
all
yeah.
panicked, and I'm like, no, it's happening now.
Yeah.
I felt like John Berthino. No,
Bro,
no.
Yeah.
Wait. Like, not now, man. I
Dude,
was.
my dumbass got tickets to the movies for my family, and my dumbass chose the 3D by accident instead of.
I watched it in 3D
I watched it in
actually.
3D too.
You did?
Yeah.
Bro? I didn't like
Yeah.
the 3D because me personally fucks up my eyes, and I
Yeah.
prefer watching it like without the glasses. But I didn't feel as more like emotional.
It does
with
get kind of annoying.
Yeah. 'Cause I was like,
And there wasn't really any 3Dness to it.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
was like, kind of lame.
I feel like it would have looked aesthetically pleasing either way.
Yeah.
You know, but I have to say Black Panther as well,
Black
man,
Panther was
because
a badass
you
movie.
know
That's my
Doctor
favorite, too.
Strange was badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange threw me for a loop with
That was gory as
with
shit too.
with all the new universe. You know,
Yeah, how dark they can get with the multiverse. And stuff.
yeah, that took a whole other thing.
It was
and
scary. It was
then
scary.
Scarlet Witch, holy fuck.
Bro, she was amazing.
She went from, you know, the story in WandaVision.
Actually, I changed my answer. I think Doctor Strange is my favorite one.
Damn, it's hard because it's hard to compete because
I just like seeing a character, or like a side character, become like a main character.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, and
Yeah,
she
yeah.
like her character herself is sad and just like her.
and Shuri was destined to become the next Black Panther. That's a comic
Shuri,
storyline.
yeah. I think
So-
she makes a good one too. She makes
Yeah,
a really good one. And
Like
then
I feel like in the movies, like they were gonna kill that character off, the Black Panther, him. Like,
Yeah,
in this
T'Challa.
movie. Yeah, T'Challa.
yeah, and I don't really have any criticism to that movie either.
yeah.
That's a really good. They really played that story out good
I felt
because
like a lot of good emotions, like
it
sad.
shows like the coming of age of a girl, like
Yeah.
a teenage girl that's trying to have that gets a lot of responsibility out of nowhere.
Mhm.
I think that was really good.
And same with like how they're gonna that one girl, she's gonna be an Ironheart, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah, so like how they're now introducing a new character, character,
Yeah.
Ironheart, which is like another Iron Man, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
It's a female version of it.
and then without Tony Stark in the mix, now we still have.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen in Captain America because that's gonna be Falcon who became Captain America. That's gonna be the
Yeah.
new one,
Mhm.
and then there's gonna be Armor Wars with there's Don Cheadle who's War Machine. I don't know what's gonna happen there.
Yeah.
But as far as I know, America is evil in this motherfucker. They
shit.
want as far as I know, they're evil to me only because they want vibranium so fucking bad.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Because it's always like the military is always doing something
Like,
towards
we
the
need-
heroes.
We need like guns, like new weapons, things like new technology.
Wakanda's gonna
Yeah.
invade us. No, they're not, bro.
That's a-
America wants to use the power, their power.
yeah.
I like that too. Because in the movie in the Wakanda Forever, they had a scene where the
they go to
French
court,
the
yeah.
French army they actually went and tried to what's it called? They tried to rob the vibranium
Yeah.
place that they had outside the U.S. They actually went and tried to rob all the vibranium they could have, and then all the people that were like working on the scientists, they ended up being like secret soldiers, and then they fucking fucked up these French guys.
Yeah.
And then-
That's crazy how far like, not I guess not the U.S. or whatever, like just the world.
How
is
far
willing
people
to-
could go.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
And then at the same time, I mean, T'Challa's dad was right. He's like, hey, you don't understand the world. Like the world's gonna turn on you for this stuff. He knew how valuable it was. I think that's what's really
Yeah.
good about that story.
And that's true. I feel like it's true. Like that's real life things. Like here, like in real life, like if we found like another country or this and that, they found like a certain type of metal. Like we would want that to use that for advent.
Yeah.
For war and stuff like
What
that.
did you think about the Killmonger scene?
The Killmonger scene,
That was-
knew
that-
that was
that took me
gonna
by
happen
surprise.
to a degree. I was like, either she's not gonna see nothing is what I thought at first, but the fact that she saw him, it just showed what she was feeling in that
Yeah.
moment. What was the emotion? You know, if she saw her brother, she would have probably found balance.
Yeah.
But at the point, it was revenge.
Revenge.
So that's why
Yeah.
that guy
That was
there.
badass. That took me by surprise. I was like, damn, that's crazy. I didn't expect to see him at all.
And, you know, Killmonger had a lot of lasting things. I mean, I completely forgot that he destroyed all the flour,
Yeah.
you know, in the first Black Panther.
Mhm.
And he came up, you know, against, you know, the Queen said, I forget her name, but, you know, the Queen said, hey, when Killmonger took over, you were right there by his side.
Mhm.
So, and the fact that it came up later and then it still affected Shruti spiritually, you know, it happened in physically and spiritually, damn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And also Michael B. Jordan killing it, man. Brought him back right quick. I was like, damn, bro. They had to. And then he's going to be in Creed 3, so I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one too. Honestly.
I think that's the one he's directing, right? He's
Yeah,
directing that one?
directing, yeah.
that one? What?
Yeah,
this
he's
is
directing
his
this
first
one.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy.
That story itself is pretty cool too. The story he has lined up for that one.
Oh,
Where
yeah,
it's like
man.
a childhood friend, and then
Oh, it becomes like his enemy, I guess. in a
yeah,
way, yeah.
that one's gonna be badass.
Because
I wonder how that's gonna go.
Because it has to be the big bad. Because the thing with Rocky 3, because you're going to compare Creed 3 to probably Rocky 3
Yeah.
to a degree. Because, you know, it kind of follows the same story where fighter, Rocky 1, Creed 1. You know, the fighter coming up. Second one, bigger fight, but it has a different stake to it.
Yeah.
You know, this time, Rocky's getting a rematch that we thought would never happen. And Rocky got that fight because it didn't something like he beat him the first time, so we needed another one.
Yeah.
This is the same thing. It was a fight that needed to happen because of the history with Ivan Drago and, you know, Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
For this one, there's a big bad. You know, Mr. T, Clubber Lang, you know, he did that shit himself by being, oh, Mr. T, I'm beating everybody I want, Balboa. I'm coming after him. I'm coming after him. This guy, it kind of caught me off guard that you never know, back to the mafia thing. It's your friend that ends up being the big bad. Him saying, oh, I was better than you back then. Now I want my time.
Yeah.
And the fact that he blew up right now, damn. And I kind of get like shades of the same thing from Rocky 3, where one of the beginning parts was, you know, Rocky came up. He was the heavyweight champion. He got all these things, fixed up his face, wearing nice clothes. Paulie was like, well, you don't give me a job. You know, he was mad because he made all this money.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing here. This character is kind of mad to a degree that Adonis lived the life he thought he could have lived. So it's very interesting. I can't wait to see like what happens with this one.
You know, I kind of have a theory so far as to how it might start.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna start off with the scene of like what they did, because if you see it in the movie in Creed 1, the first one,
Yeah.
they met Adonis Creed in the jail cell.
Yeah.
He was a juvenile. So I think it's gonna circle back to how he got into that jail cell, and then that's when everything blew up.
Yeah.
I think that's my theory. I believe that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Badass, man.
We're gonna be throwing it a little bit. This is a bit of a curveball. What is y'all's thoughts on modern dating? You know, being single or taken after COVID. You know, what is COVID? You know, were people more careful or were people more fuck it?
I feel like people were both a mixture of like careful and risky, because I
Yeah.
think during the time of COVID, a lot of people were like, you know, we're all stuck at home alone, didn't have any social contact with friends.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of people were like, fuck it, I'm gonna meet this person I met on, you know, Bumble or Tinder or this and that. And me personally, I found like the person that I'm with now, like, it worked out in the end, you know, like we're still
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But yeah, on modern dating now, I feel like it's booty from what I've heard
Yeah.
from experiences.
I think people are a lot more reserved now. Like they have, especially in an age where everybody's being criticized as to everything they do. And
like social media, bro.
social
like-
media.
Oh, that
and
too,
then
yeah.
Social media, and then you
Yeah.
seeing all these people get canceled, and then everything like that scares a man to a
And
point.
then everybody's talking shit all the fucking. Do you notice that everybody, whether it's guy, girl, whatever the fuck,
everyone's talking shit.
everybody's talking fucking shit
Could
all
be
the
me,
time.
bro. Could be your
Or
mom, your dad.
you're meeting your mom, your dad. It's heard it from this way, heard it from that
Yeah,
way.
yeah,
All that
fuck
shit
shit
happened to
about it.
him.
And on top of that, you got, I mean, okay, so right now, like from a single standpoint, there's a bunch of game being thrown out right now. Free games out there. You got Tate, you got dating coaches that are online. You got everything. There's a lot of free game out there.
Who's trying to push them?
Yeah, but there's a lot of fucking guys out there that are just scared because of the recent culture, like the culture change, the culture switch.
Yeah,
girls have the upper hand now, and then that puts them on a pedestal to like, hey, you're the prize, right? But at the same time, you gotta like slow it down a bit. I'm trying to reword it to where it makes sense.
Yeah,
they're the pedestal, but they're still the prize. Like I feel like the girls are superior than us now, but they still want to be the prize, And then like they still want the guys to be like, hey, how you doing? But that's hard to do when you're up there. I think like now that's what makes it booties, the fact that there's no guys out there that have balls to do shit like that.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to go. Like it's harder for guys now to make a move.
Yeah, it's hard, and then the guys who do make a move, they end up coming off as doing something a little too much.
I feel like it just depends. I feel like the way you go about it, you can't just go to a woman and be like, damn, you're hot, or like, damn, you got nice boobs. You can't just do that. You have to be like smooth with it. You have to know how to be smooth with it. Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's where the free game comes into play.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of like now there's no reason to like not be into something.
Yeah.
Like even if you don't have a relationship with anybody, have a roster. Have something going on.
I've heard that before. I've heard it, and it's been on the other end. It's been on the other end of our gender spectrum.
Yeah,
they told me, "Hey, I got me a little roster." I was like, "I never heard that before."
Yeah,
cool, good for you.
Which is good. It comes into good effect whenever you're by yourself, because it keeps you busy and it keeps you experimenting with things. Like it shows you, hey, this didn't work out with this person. Maybe I should switch it up and try it again.
Yeah,
shit like that, bro. I think that's the one big mistake that's coming from cancel culture, dating culture, because of all the like the shenanigans, all the shit talking, all the fucking pride and all that stuff. And then especially now, it's harder for guys too because we don't want to come off as creeps.
I feel like everybody's sensitive now.
Everybody's sensitive now.
Because especially on like social media, you can tell how like people can booty hurt for like from like one single thing or like.
Yeah.
I guess it's just people's opinions, but it's also just like. It's not either a big deal or it is a big deal kind of thing.
Yeah, but the opinion rings different with different people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the answer no hurts a lot more now.
Yeah.
Like no, the worst thing she could say is no, bro, but that shit still hurts,
Yeah, it hurts. But I'd rather someone tell me no than do something else, and then we lead into something else that crashes and burns shit.
But the thing that's funny is that you never know unless you try. And guys or girls too. Guys and girls are more reserved to and protective of themselves to even hurt themselves like that,
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think he said it the right way.
Yeah.
It's Bodie. Bodie, man.
Quote that. Somebody quote that.
Man, but one of these other things is you said you review the notes, right?
Yeah, I saw
Yeah. Did you see something called my nobody study?
Yeah, I seen that. I don't know what that was. What was that?
So that's the next one. So what this kind of was is like I won't say who, but like I kind of like made a reference to it, and like I kind of like the new way I've been editing, where like I kind of have like something cool or something that's like catches your attention is said, and then it leads into the clip. I like kind of editing that way.
Yeah.
But like someone has told me before, like, man, you have all these fucking nobodies, and who the fuck are these people, man?
Like your podcast?
Yeah.
Somebody told you that?
Yeah. They would be like,
his number, his social security account, his Instagram account, everything.
Who the fuck you having on there? Who your friend? Well, white friend. What if you have like a bigger artist or local artist or this? I'm like, it kind of doesn't work that way. I'd have to like talk to or get acquainted. That's kind of the thing too, because y'all we're acquainted already, and then we were both, both parties are comfortable coming on type thing. And then I started, hearing that, I kind of started thinking about it. I was like, if I do, on paper, nobody would know us. Because say if I bring somebody the first time and it's my first time doing this type thing, obviously nobody's going to know you. Obviously it's your first time doing it. Obviously it's all these things. Cool. But here are some like numbers too, because here's the thing. I'm kind of adamant about, hey, I just want to do this because I like to do it type shit.
Yeah.
But I don't like to let low views or anything deter me. Even though it's telling me how good it may have been or may have done, I still don't let it deter me regardless. But it is good to see them do good.
Yeah.
Type thing.
Yeah.
And like I started thinking, nobody. So I started doing every person I've had separately on and see how many views they have amassed me. Because the kind of process for the podcast is that I kind of found a good system is we do a podcast, we'll talk for about an hour or two. The next day or another, I'll go edit it, rewatch it, and be like, hey, what was a clip that was cool? Or, hey, we flowed here good. And that it just depends on whoever else to do it, you know? Yeah. So when we have 6 clips, 5 clips, it lasts because, you know, I post them 2 times a week. And then, you know, say if I have another podcast, so it's another guest, so 1 and 1, 1 and 1. It lasts for a long time type thing. But at the same time, the podcast, we do the podcast, the lifespan starts there. Then each and every clip comes after. So it amasses views all around.
Yeah, yeah.
So I started counting every single view every person has done. And like back on the old, I went back, even though I deleted like a lot or like unlisted a lot of them, I was like, man, let me go back to the old podcasts. And I was like, where is Life After High School? I can't find it. But Cuchito, he had on Instagram, oh, here it is. On Instagram alone, over a K views all around from clips and smaller things all around. YouTube is fucking brutal. It's hard to get fucking views on there.
Now it is.
Hard.
Now in this day and age, yeah.
In this day and age, it's hard, but it's like YouTube clips all around 159, and then views from like the podcast above 100. Gotta be.
Yeah.
Because like I had to like go deep, and I was like, that's not deep enough. And then even if you want to take it from this version of the podcast, like his on last time on Instagram, all the views all around 549, YouTube 64. Those still good numbers.
Those are good numbers.
And then for only being on here once on Rebranded, you know, another friend, he's been on here like 3-4 times, got 270, 66, almost the same numbers. Another person who, you know, brought an audience with them and was able to repost and, you know, have some traction back and forth.
Yeah.
2,000.
God dang.
On YouTube, 38. Or my homie and her fiance. I just finished putting all their clips out and counted them all together. Instagram 760, YouTube 60.
Yeah, dang.
So are they nobodies or who? Because at the same time, my kind of counter to that is, yeah, they may be. But here's the thing: I'm also doing something else that you may have not seen. I'm also establishing said people that you have to get to know. Yeah. Because then they may come on later on. There might be another thing. There might be a collaboration altogether that we come together on. So
the Mr. Nobody podcast, bro.
Yeah.
The Mr. Nobody.
The Mr. Nobody podcast. No, like that wouldn't make sense because you're interviewing nobody.
Yeah, you're interviewing random ass people. Yeah. And then my homie, he liked that idea too. Like, it would be cool to just see a podcast of random people. Yeah. Because everybody's got a different story. You see interviews of, like, different people because it's real interview based nowadays. Yeah, that's a good idea. Because you see all these interviews, Vlad TV, Michael Franchese, all these from different realms too. Whether it's music, you know, stories, all these different outlets. There's always something to tell it. You know, the podcast thing, this whole thing culmination all together, it's huge.
And that's a good way to go, because if you think about it, if you interview somebody, there's always people out there that know them for a certain thing, and they're gonna want you to talk about that certain thing. And they always want you to talk about that certain thing that they're known for. Yeah. As for if you interview a nobody, there's something mysterious about this person.
Yeah, who is that person?
Who is that person? And then, like, why are they on this podcast and why are they talking?
Really, and then it's really fun to me because I get to see that in both ways. The audience doesn't know who's coming on and what next, but I'm thinking, hey, I want to have this person on there because they've done this and they're going to talk about this. Or, hey, they want to come on and talk about whatever such and such. So it makes it, you know, very fun in between all around.
Very
too.
Exciting.
That is exciting. Very exciting. And that's like, it leads into that second part, like, it's evolving. How do you feel like this has evolved? Because y'all have seen from, like, the beginning. Yeah. Like, holy hell.
I would say it's evolved a lot for sure. Yeah. Like the introductions, like this and that. Like the setup and everything.
Yeah.
I think the conversation-wise it's evolved.
Yeah.
Conversation-wise, there's a lot more. It shows you the process of how we thought about how our minds were a couple years ago. Yeah. To how we are to what we're talking about now. Mm-hmm. You know, I think that's evolving. I think that has evolved. I also believe like the clips have evolved. Yeah. Editing and all that stuff. But yeah, I think it's evolved so far.
Yeah.
It's evolved a good place.
And there's
to a good
like
extent.
other ideas too. Like, well, another thing I'd like to ask is like, what details do y'all like? You know, y'all kind of said this and that, and then like you've also said clips, and then also the whole vibe. Does it feel? What does the vibe feel to y'all?
Very comfortable. I feel like
It is
it's
very
very
comfortable.
homey. I mean, we're in a home, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like, just it makes me feel a lot more comfortable.
Does it seem like a safer space?
It is a safe space. I
Yeah.
feel like in a way.
Where's-
Kinda. Nah,
Well, it's just because if you have to think about it, it's his first time here.
Yeah.
And
I'm like, I'm gonna get kidnapped or something.
Right.
Yeah.
It's his first time here. Like I said, he was nervous coming here.
Yeah.
But for me, I feel like it is a safe space because
Yeah.
after the podcast, we had a deep conversation
Yeah.
last time, and then even before we had a deep conversation.
Before, after, that
Before-
usually, that
even
usually
sometimes even
happens.
during.
But being
Yeah,
within
it
like
happened.
the almost hour that we've been here, or hour,
Yeah.
like I've got comfortable like really fast.
Yeah.
I feel like in a way it's a
and
safe
that's what I
space.
was trying to like really come off as, you
Yeah.
know, especially because for a minute I wasn't doing new guests, you know, for certain reasons and whatnot. But you know, as time goes on, you know, I start getting more ideas, or you know, someone may come along and say, "Hey, let's do it," and then
Yeah.
it's a matter of saying, "Hey, let's make it happen."
Mhm.
So I don't know. That's kind of a vibe I've always wanted to give off because, you know, I got to make it feel very safe. And plus, you know, I want to diversify my audience. Like, we touched on it a little bit, but, like, without too many more details, I just want to, you know, diversify my audience. If I had a female guest member, I mean, there could have been, you know, someone watching us.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's cool. But no. Here's the thing. I provided a space for them where they can freely watch us. They won't have to be on camera. They won't have to say or do whatever. You know,
Yeah.
they're completely, you know, cool in this space.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
To
for sure.
be able to just chill. But say if there was a guest, you know, it's a different story when it comes to, hey, there's going to be a camera on you. There's going to be a mic with you. You're going to be talking to me, and it's going to be you. It's a one-on-one thing, too.
Yeah.
So what do people think when it's a dude and a girl going in a room for 1 or 2 hours just by themselves?
Yeah. Like,
know,
the conversation we had before this podcast.
Yeah, someone else is gonna think like, you know, elsewhere.
Yeah.
Instead of thinking, oh, I'm trying to, you know, conduct
Well,
like an interview type thing.
That's what society is now. Is the fact that you can't have a casual conversation with a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially like having Mexican parents in general too. Like, don't lock the door, don't close the door. We need to see what's going on, what y'all are
Or
doing.
even even the opposite, be like, oh, look at you, little player pimping,
Yeah,
shit like
for sure,
that.
yeah.
And that kind of makes, and like, even though it's a compliment to the guy, it kind of does make it awkward.
It's kind of
in
a
way.
diss to the
Yeah.
girl, but it also makes it a little awkward
Yeah, it makes
too.
it a little awkward. It makes it to where you're not comfortable bringing them around because they're
Yeah.
not treated normally.
And then it's also a live show. Like, it's on YouTube. Everybody knows what the fuck YouTube is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So,
of
like,
course.
when someone says that, someone may be like, oh, like, they may feel like a certain type of way about it.
Yeah.
You know? So, it's a matter of, you know, getting someone who's comfortable enough to want to do it. And I'm open to doing it. It's just a matter of saying, you know, making it happen. But it's a different process that way.
Overall, I think your whole podcast situation is actually a good,
very much evolved.
very much
Yeah.
evolved, and you're going in a good direction.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Because there's other ideas I want to get into. Like, I've done once before, but it would be really cool if we got, like, a 4 or a group like this to, like, watch a UFC event, boxing event, or anything that all of us can get together to, like, put in our thoughts on. You know,
Yeah.
I thought of doing, like, movie reviews, almost
Teen
like
Titans?
like if you
Teen Titans.
if you watch a a movie, and then like one movie I have the idea for, like, the main catalyst for this idea was Forrest Gump, because it's a long fucking movie. And there's
Yeah.
so many things about that movie that, you know, you just talk about,
Yeah.
you know. And especially if it's a movie that both people may know and you're watching it together right here at this moment, and we're going to...
But I wouldn't really necessarily say Forrest Gump though, because that is a long movie, but it's gonna be too long.
Yeah,
of a
you don't
podcast.
want it also to be too
Just talk
long.
about
too long.
Just
Yeah,
that.
and then
Because
yeah,
my
Spice
UFC
up a
one,
bit.
that was like, 3-4 hours, but that's because it's a UFC
I
card.
seen the UFC one. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And
and
your friends talking, like, it was just friends shooting the shit, which is badass.
yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Was Ray on that one? I think Ray was on that one, wasn't he?
No.
Ah.
It was...
OCL? No, I think
It was
on that one.
OCL, a dude named, my buddy named Leroy, who's, came. The thing about him was, we never talked in school, but the podcast was kind of how we established
Yeah,
that.
how it became a thing.
And then he ended up flowing me the most when it came to boxing and UFC, and then, was able to watch the fight with us.
Whenever I was on here with him, he was really into it like that.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. Like, he knew a lot about it more than I did, and I was like, okay, that's cool. That's what's up.
And he does research on the things, he likes to know a
He
lot
does.
about
Exactly.
these things.
He likes to fact check himself, I guess.
Yeah, to a degree, but also like we talk about a lot of different things like Metallica and bands and different things he's seen, gone to. You know, same thing. Everybody's got a story.
Yeah.
That is
So
true.
I want to say to whoever the guy was, like, oh, you're interviewing nobodies, bro. Hey, man.
Fuck that dude, bro. Fuck
But
that
still,
guy.
he's kind of right to a certain extent. But we all have a good story, and that's a good.
But it's like none of us are famous.
None of us are famous, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
But at
of
the same
course
time,
we're nobody.
At the same time, we're all not big like that. It takes a while in order for us
Just
to
get you a
get
person
somebody.
who has a good Twitter following,
Yeah.
Instagram following, and then you'll be up there, bro.
You know, Robert? I guarantee you, within the next 2 years, you're gonna interview OnlyFans girl, bro.
Oh.
That's gonna get you a fucking lot of
Oh
traction.
man, that would be because it's a good
Cut the
fucking
cameras.
idea, dude. Because
I do OnlyFans.
because say somebody does, man.
Here's my
Like,
wig.
good notes would be, hey, how do you feel? Like, have you ever gotten? What is the type of shit that you've seen that's been said to you? Like, what do you put out? And but also you flip the coin a little bit. Hey, what has it done for you? Like mentally wise, has it made you feel more confident?
Yeah.
Do you really take pride in making a certain way of content? Do you plan to develop this style of content?
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of different things that's very interesting. That's
That was-
why,
The whole OnlyFans topic itself is interesting.
yeah.
It's better,
It's like a
and
big
And trying
topic.
to interview
topic.
somebody that's like into it, that's like,
It's a big topic, and it's really smart.
yeah.
I like, if honestly, like, if it was like 4 years ago, because I think it popped off in 2020.
Yeah,
if it-
because COVID.
Yeah, if
Oh
it-
yeah, because of COVID.
if I would have started that shit 4 years ago, man, but like, Robert, throw the setup away. I got you. Bro.
Got you.
Not gonna lie, I do have to pee.
Oh,
I'm gonna say it live. Very much so have to pee.
you can get past to go to the bathroom.
I'm like, commercial break.
Commercial break. I'll be like Joe Rogan.
Teacher,
keep
can I
talking,
leave?
Man. Keep talking, man. People are listening.
I got to take a wee wee.
Oh my God, that Lola, she's barking.
Hey man,
Lola,
Lola's a star, bro. Leave Lola alone, bro.
Lola is a star, man. She's
Lola's
been
a
on
star.
here before. Well, not really. She always tries to walk in here.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like last time, I had my buddy Ian on here, and we were just shooting the shit, and we were about to finish up actually, and you could just hear like my door's like right here. If anybody can't see, fucking you just hear
Oh, the scratching.
little on the
Yeah,
door,
yeah,
and then I'm like Lola's knocking. But then I got a little lock latch. So what do you call? All you can hear is a, and then the door go against the thing.
Yeah.
But none the wiser if I didn't have the lock on there. Lola will push that door right quick, and then she'll walk in here and look around and be like, "Who the fuck is in here? What you doing? What you doing in here? Put me on the bed. Put me on the bed so I can lay on the corner and almost fall."
God damn, bro.
She does that shit for real. Like I
real?
posted that shit on my story yesterday.
How old is she now?
She's 6.
She's 6.
Yeah.
Damn. My dog right now is. I have a Pekingese dog. He's
What
a
kind is that?
he's a cousin to the pug. Yeah,
Really?
He's a cousin to a pug. But here, let me look it up real quick. Yeah,
He's coming out of the bathroom.
He's old. He's like fucking. He's 15 now, bro.
It feels like I've been unpossessed.
Yeah, my dog's 15, bro. Oh, he's not ugly like these other Pekingese dogs, but.
Damn, he's talking about his dog because
Ooh, I got a match on
I was
Cheese
talking
Pie.
about my dog Lola who was barking, and she was
Yeah.
actually trying to
Look,
scratch in
like
here
that.
earlier.
She wants to be in
Oh,
the
like
podcast.
that.
I think for those who can't see, that's
He's a cutie.
a Pekingese dog. We call him Cosmo.
Cosmo, like Cosmo
Cosmo.
Wanda.
Yeah, Cosmo Wanda.
He's a cutie.
But he's a old ass bastard now, bro. He's
Damn,
old.
15 years old and dog years.
Bro,
dude.
yeah, dude. Like, okay, so he's real sensitive to loud noises,
Oh shit.
and so every time I'll get up from the bed, he'll just go, and then he'll look around at me, right? So he doesn't really get that much sleep.
It's like bro, fall asleep.
Yeah, but then now since he's older, like I was so used to like him waking up like so sensitively, like now that he's older, he just stays asleep, man. And there's times where he'll just like, and since his nose is really small, there's times where he can't breathe.
Oh, he makes that like that.
He makes that
noise.
But he does it so much, and then like he does it for a long period of time to where it kind of gets like nerve wracking.
Oh yeah.
And so finally, there was one time where he did it for I think it was like 5 minutes straight, and I finally got scared because I looked at him and I'm looking at his belly, see if he's breathing, and then he made this noise go. He made this noise like he's fucking trying to breathe, and I'm like, oh fucking shit, he's choking on something.
Sound like something else.
Chill out there, right? So I grabbed him and I fucking rushed to my truck and shit, and I'm like, throw him in the truck, and I'm about to go to the vet. Sure enough, he starts breathing. He goes, I'm like, you fucking bastard.
Fucking
Those
dog.
type of dogs, yeah, they tend to like.
They scare the
make
shit
those
out of me.
noises, yeah,
Nah,
it's scary.
fucking
but-
Lola has that because I'm scared for Lola because Lola, like y'all say she's smaller in person. She is.
She is small.
Because she was the run of her litter.
I think I just saw her, right?
Yeah. And the story about like the whole backstory about Lola is my Lola was not my tia's dog. She was my uncle's dog. But my uncle, when she got him, because she was the run of her litter, barely born. She was the smallest dog. The owner just giving her away type shit. Gave her to my uncle, but my uncle sadly was amputated at the time. So freshly too, so like he couldn't be running around with this energetic little puppy that barely survived.
Yeah.
So my tia had another dog named Miklo, a Chihuahua, and so she I guess gave her to him, my tia Glinda.
Oh, nice.
So she's always just been here ever since she was a tiny baby. Pobrecita motherfucking Miklo saying, "Oh my God, it's the only girl I've seen." So he's fucking sniffing her and all this other shit. Fucking won't leave her little ass alone. But
Yeah.
she developed a liking to me. She likes to come in here and chill.
Yeah.
And then she kind of got bigger. I kind of the dog's there almost every day. You kind of like forget that time goes by and shit.
Yeah.
So after a while, she got like real chunky, and then everybody kind of throws a little joke because when I was sending pictures of her because she's always around me. She wants to be around me, lay on me or whatever. So and she's tiny, so I can easily take a little picture of her, and she's very good about it. She likes to look directly into it. She may look away. She'll look.
She crosses her hands like.
Yeah,
She's
like
like,
she'll lay down. Like she's
sophisticated.
very photogenic.
She sits on the
Very
chair and turns around.
for real.
Fuck
Where have you
that.
been?
For
Sometimes
sometimes she'll
taking a
like,
photo right now.
yeah. So dude, that shit.
Woof.
Woof.
Bro, what'd you do the day she starts talking to you, bro?
Oh, I don't know. She would say
Talk about
some
your secrets.
shit.
The things I've seen, Robert.
She was like, Robert, you smoke too much.
Bro, if dogs talk, I'll be fucking screwed.
Ah man, if Lola,
I'll be screwed as
My
shit.
dog would talk so much shit.
dude, I know exactly what Lola would say. Y'all ready?
What?
Lola would say, "Don't bring another bitch over here." Cause it's always cool to have like someone pet Lola, cause
Don't bring another
Lola,
bitch in here.
Lola comes in here, but then someone else is with my attention, so Lola will sometimes look like she's giving a side eye. She don't like them. Like get near Lola. I put Lola near somebody, I've had, whoever here, and she would put her paw out like, back the
that's
fuck off
cute.
me. Back the fuck off me. Like, get closer, back the fuck
It's a
off.
middle finger.
Put a little,
Oh, God.
yeah,
Hey, bro, she's gonna find the one for you, bro.
yeah.
She's gonna find the one for you.
She hasn't sniffed him out yet.
She hasn't sniffed them out.
She's like, it ain't you.
But Lola's always barking and growling type shit. She's like the tiniest fucking growl ever.
Yeah.
Growl. You want to hear my platypus growl?
Yeah. Oh shit, that's fucking good.
He gets the whole right.
Fucking Perry the Platypus.
He gets the whole, bro.
Harry.
Perry the Platypus.
I seen a lot. I seen a lot of shit on TikTok where they're making fun of Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah.
Like, cause it shows Perry and he's like this with the hat, and it's Dr. Doofenshmirtz like not knowing who he is, and then he goes, Perry,
Perry.
Oh, that's just a regular
Perry, oh,
Perry the Platypus.
Perry.
Perry.
I thought that shit's funny, bro.
Man, that
More
was
like Barry. No, just kidding.
man.
No, just kidding.
That fucking show is fucking
Stop.
wild.
Get some help, bro.
Yeah, man. Lola is like my Perry, man. But sadly, the thing about her is she's only 6 years old, so technically she's a viejita. She's 42 years old,
Yeah.
middle-aged. She was the runt, so her legs are kind of bow-legged. She kind of walks kind of funny. Apparently,
What does
she's
that
got
mean?
a
Wonky. A
she's
little
got a
wonky.
apparently she's got a dislocated knee. But she walks like that fine. Like
I
like,
understand.
it
I
doesn't
understand
bother
her
her,
frustration
yeah.
with your bitches, bro. You treat them better than her.
God,
Broke her
what?
knees, right?
damn.
Broke her knees.
She was
Oh,
just,
God.
She was just like that. But and then sadly around my birthday last year, she started foaming at the mouth and it ended up having a seizure. Yeah, and now she's on medication for
That's
that.
how my last dog had. He had seizures here and there, and it was like random as fuck. And
Yeah.
he ended up passing away from a seizure.
Damn it.
I have a chihuahua
Taco?
with me. No, yeah, Taco.
Damn.
Now I have another chihuahua, and he's like I think 11 years old.
Damn
11 or
it.
12. Yeah, he's a little.
Damn.
He's a cutie.
Well, poor Lola, she's still kicking, being cute as always, and people always saying she's got no neck because of how fat she is.
Robert,
like
she
turn
doesn't have
around.
any neck.
Right.
I
Just turn
know.
around.
People always saying no
Robert,
neck.
she don't got no neck.
I'm
bro.
like, Lola,
Really? I want to see that.
Lola, where is your neck? And then she's looking at me like, stop talking shit about me, man. Leave me
Just
the
turn
fuck
around.
alone, man. Or no.
Quit talking shit while she's sliding because her knees fucking broken.
She's in a wheelchair.
She
at this
does
point.
slide. Oh fuck! God, dude.
She looks like a dog that belongs in a wheelchair, bro.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
Like
I'm
Norbit, like the dog from Norbit with
Oh,
the little wings.
God.
Y'all got
He gets
that?
run over again. Or something.
I'm sorry about my wife.
I'm sorry about
It's alright, Narvin. And he just
shit,
fucking
my
starts sliding. That shit-
Norbit. Norbit.
That movie's fucking funny, bro.
I
That
love
movie's
that.
so underrated, dog.
Dude, that's a movie I want to review. That's legit a movie I want. It's an hour
Norbit's
and 30
funny,
minutes
yeah.
long.
That's an Eddie Murphy classic, bro.
It's like one of the last Eddie Murphy classics.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think he stopped making movies right after that. Oh, Tower Heist after.
There's Tower Heist and then Coming to America too, but that was an
Coming to
Amazon
America too,
that was an Amazon exclusive, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, wow.
Man, Eddie Murphy, God damn.
He's funny.
He's
He-
funny,
he-
man.
he
Like
gets so.
the fucking Delirious. What was the other one? I forget the other one.
I like how he laughs.
I like his facial expressions. He's like,
Have you ever seen the movie Beverly Hills Cop?
I think so, yeah.
That's the one where he's really known. I've known him from that one. That's a really good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, where did I think I really first saw him in The Nutty Professor, man. Professor Sherman
That one's
Klump.
funny. That
That's
was
a good one. Him and him and himself, and everybody else. Hercules. Who there call my name? God damn.
He said,
Ah, shit, now I gotta go to the
How you do
bathroom.
that?
Look what you did to me. Oh, God.
one more for the audience? No, just
Alright.
Oh, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Well, come on, Cletus. Come on, Cletus. Come on.
Bro, the one I'm just gonna shut up. Nah, I'm just gonna shut up. I was gonna say it, but I just couldn't word it right. Oh, the Medea.
Oh, my
that
Medea
bitch
was
God.
funny,
fucking
bro.
funny, bro.
That bitch funny.
There's this girl where there's a scene where she's like she's dancing to Rack City and she goes, "Oh Lord," and then she's like that and she goes, "Lord, I gotta get out of here because my hoe coming out."
God
I like
damn.
where she like opens the cover and it's a little boy and she's like, "Better get your ass up out of this bed. Or you can taste the rainbow."
Taste the rainbow. Oh,
Dude, Tyler Perry is so fucking underrated,
there
bro.
was a fucking little TikTok saying, like, I'm gonna call the police. Or, I ain't confessing to no popo. Call the popo, ho. I know Taekwondo. I know whoop your ass.
I got some weed with that too.
Hey, but Tyler Perry is rich now. He's billionaire
He's
now.
a billionaire,
He's directed
man.
his own movies like Nope recently. That one's a really good movie. Oh wait, what's
No,
his
that's
name?
No, that's Jordan Peele.
That's Jordan Peele, right?
But Tyler Perry's
Wrong person.
producing like shows, movies out there. I mean,
And
he
he
made
has
a Halloween special. That shit was hilarious as fuck.
He has his own,
I only like the Medea movies. I don't like any other movies that he's made. 'Cause
For
it's like
kinda.
corny. It's like kind of
Yeah.
corny and like
he has his own fucking
his drama movies.
Yeah, his drama movies are good. He has his own what's it called, producing production company, and he has the biggest film set. What's it called? Like a bunch of warehouses in Georgia.
Yeah.
And it's the biggest one in America, and that's what he's known for.
Damn, man. That's fucking.
I wonder if they make if they'll ever make a movie with all the family members that Medea's had. Because if you notice, it's a different family every time.
Every single time, yeah.
Every
It's a
single-
different fucking family.
It is,
My
man.
cousins are like,
My
how many
cousins.
cousins you got?
On God, how the fuck are you related to them?
There are 6 movies of you guys.
Got more fucking cousins than Mexicans.
they, all,
God
they, all, they all
damn.
call her Medea. Medea.
My dear.
Clark.
She's
Like
my
Clark.
dear.
Yeah, they don't even say no. They don't say no Thea, no Aunt Medea, no Uncle Medea, no fucking
Medea.
cousin Medea. They just say Medea.
I would
Yeah.
say Medea too.
How the
That's
fuck
kinda
do you
bad.
know? How you know Medea? How is she related?
I
to
think
you?
that's the fucking joke. My dear, but it's a man, so my dear.
Medea.
Damn. The one that fucking got me, the one that fucking killed me was the fucking funeral one.
Funeral one.
Yeah,
I didn't see that one.
because they found the old man. The old man was having an affair. Like, it was the anniversary, but the husband, he was having an affair with a mistress. And, Medea and all them arrive at the fucking hotel because they're getting together for the wedding or the anniversary party or whatnot.
Yeah.
And then they're hearing some shit in the other room. And then it's him and the mistress. And he has a heart attack,
yeah,
I guess, from
Oh.
Viagra because his fucking slung is straight up.
Oh shit.
And they're like, damn, he did. Can I have that? No. Or fucking, they
No,
were making
they took the
jokes.
glasses,
They were making
like-
jokes about the fucking coffin,
Yeah.
fucking popping open and shit. And
I
like,
like his movies. The Medea ones are the ones I like.
Medea ones are good.
the Medea ones are good, man. One of the final things, man. Y'all seen Snoop Dogg do his interviews and shit?
Oh man.
I've seen some interviews. but
I've
like,
seen. Well, I get a kind of inspiration because he does like a
This
little
motherfucker
quick fire
don't miss.
question.
Don't miss.
And like, what do you call it? I don't know. Like me, I'm kind of taking inspiration from it because it's funny to ask a certain yes or no question.
Okay.
People ask yes or no's and it could be a yes or no,
Yeah.
but certain things that people know, like throwing curveballs,
Mhm.
I find something real fun about that.
Because you got to really think about it.
Yeah. So
Oh, shit.
answer to the best of your abilities. What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
Usually a wake and bake.
We can make.
Ooh, that's
I go
been.
straight to the. Honestly, I go straight to the restroom.
Oh yeah, okay. I guess specifically wake up.
Or
restroom,
like
and
first
then-
activity I'm doing.
First activity.
Or is it like, what do you mean, like first thing or first activity that I do after I wake up?
Yeah, I think so. That's what you would do. The first thing you do in the morning when
Restroom,
you wake
right?
up.
Okay, yeah, I use restroom.
restroom, and then a little wake and bake if I have some.
I do my little
Feeling it.
skincare routine and then I brush my teeth.
Damn.
Before I do anything, I start doing that.
Damn.
My teeth get
Brush my
real,
teeth
feel real
too.
gritty, bro. I don't like it.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, from like your just like the night like sleeping and.
Yeah,
like,
you
waking
wait. Don't
up.
you ever like just like lick your teeth and they feel gritty?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro,
I
I
like
brushed you
that.
last night. Why you feel like this?
For real. I
You
slept like
should stay clean.
I slept 2 hours ago. What you talking? Why you feel gritty
Is
now?
my mouth that dirty? God
God.
damn. Hot or cold?
Cold.
Cold.
Cars or trucks? I already know the answer for this one.
Trucks
Cars.
for sure. They're more convenient, bro.
Cars.
Trucks are-
Cars?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say truck. I
was
thought you
gonna
were gonna
say
say trucks,
trucks.
and I thought you were gonna say cars.
Trucks are more convenient, but I mean cars if you're wanting a road trip, I guess, and stuff like that.
Cars, yeah, cars.
Saves a lot of gas.
Cars because it saves a lot of gas.
Right.
Trucks because I'd have a truck, of course, but you kind of get tired of it after a while.
Yeah.
You kind of want something like a sedan or something nice to save you money.
Mini coupe.
Mini coupe. Oh shit, like that or little Fiat, little Zapatito. But
I mean, shit. That's the argument I made. I was like, you would think, why do people fucking buy that car? Bless you. Why do people buy that fucking car? Because it's an electric car for $4,500.
Tesla, right? Them Tesla cars be good.
They be like
Popping right now.
expensive. That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
what cheap. That is the closest you can get to a cheap electric car by getting one of the mini smart ones and
Oh, yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Man, blunts or joints?
I say joints.
I would say joints, but I'm gonna say blunts because blunts get me more high.
Ooh. Okay, this is a kind of a threer because I'm pretty sure I don't know if anybody's had it, but bongs or pipes or vapes or hookahs. Pipes and vapes are together.
I've never done a hookah.
Never?
I've
No.
done a hookah once. My brother has one. Not a hookah for
I say
sure. I wouldn't
bongs.
do a hookah.
Cause I only hit from a bong one time.
Bongs are good.
Pipes or what was it? Pipes or what?
Pipes or vapes, they're together because they're both, small,
Small.
convenient.
I guess a bong just because they're more funner.
Ooh,
Yeah.
got you. Beer or liquor?
Liquor. Just because
Liquor.
I'm.
Ooh, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
You can mix a lot of
Ah,
stuff. You can make a lot of
base.
stuff with liquor.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Favorite food to sober up with? If feeling fucked up, what's the go-to thing? I need this in my
I don't
stomach
know.
to
I
help
don't
me.
really eat when I'm drunk.
Yeah, when I'm like drunk or like if I'm hungover, I don't really crave
But-
anything.
Yeah.
But maybe like ramen or pho, just because it's broth.
Ooh.
You can drink the broth.
The last time I ate something when I was drunk was whenever we hung out on Halloween. I ate some tacos that a lady sold us.
Ooh.
That was actually pretty
yeah.
bomb. It was like chicken molida or some shit like that. It was good.
Favorite food to make?
Huevo con chorizo.
Make.
Huevo con
Ooh.
bacon.
Huevo con bacon. Ooh.
I don't usually eat bacon as often, but I make eggs more often, but I would say eggs and bacon.
Scrambled or what kind?
Sunny side eggs,
Damn.
scrambled. I like them over easy, over medium, over hard. I like it all.
Damn it.
I recently made a soft boiled egg, like a ramen egg.
Oh really?
Yeah, I made it, and
Ooh.
it actually came out successful. But
Man.
it was hard to fucking peel off.
You should put it in your ramen. Oh, it's easy. You
Putting your ramen's fucking fire, man.
That's
I
the
had,
thing.
I had
I didn't-
boiled eggs earlier. This shit was good.
I didn't have any ramen, so I just ate it by itself with like some salt.
Yeah.
It made a whole
Pepper,
fucking mess, bro.
Salt and pepper. That's what I
It
did
was good.
earlier. That shit was good.
It was good, but it made a
Right.
whole
Yeah.
mess. I was like, ooh.
smells like booty cheeks.
Me-
That's good.
It
Shit's good.
kind of does, right? But
Yeah.
me, to avoid the mess, I kind of just, eat it piece by piece. Even a little yolk, even those, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's just me, though. In the spirit of tacos, I always ask this because I like to know. Red salsa, rojo, or verde salsa, green.
Verde.
Green.
Salsa verde.
Ah, you both
love-
say
yeah.
green.
It has a
I-
sour taste to it. That's good.
I fucks with red because, it just burns. I don't know.
The green one? I don't know.
Oh,
it
you
hits
find
me.
demons, boy.
I'm
It's on
fucking.
my toilet.
Oh God, you find that
I'm
toilet.
gone.
Yeah, it's only for a minute, huh?
But like, I don't know, the place that always specified, green sauce that has red sauce, but I don't know. I like the green sauce from there. Regio, pollo regio.
Boy, that feels good.
Yeah, man. You just get a bird, some tortillas, you'll be fucking
Live
tip top
bird.
magoo. Favorite alcoholic drink?
Dos Equis.
Ooh, I fuck with Dos Equis too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well,
Dos
beer
Equis.
wise, Dos Equis.
Beer wise,
Dos Equis.
beer wise is Dos Equis.
Yeah, I fucks with it.
Mixed drink wise, it's a.
Casamigos.
I think Jameson.
I think I just usually mix like a liquor
Crown
with
Apple.
a soda, like Crown Apple
I
and
love
Dr
Crown
Pepper,
Apple. It's my
Sprite.
go-to, yeah.
Favorite non-alcoholic drink?
Dr Pepper.
Big Red.
Buckin or Shirley Temple?
What's a Shirley Temple?
Shirley Temple.
Shirley Temple?
I thought that's alcoholic.
Oh, you said non-alcoholic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
non-alcoholic.
shit. Shirley Temple is Sprite and Grenadine.
Ooh.
With
y'all-
cherries.
Ooh. If y'all had a superpower, what would it be?
Telekinesis.
Ooh, telekinesis.
things with
That's
my
mind
mind,
reading,
bro.
right? Is that mind reading?
It's mind reading, telepathy. You can like move things with your mind.
I thought telekinesis was you move, and telepath was you can read minds.
Oh, okay, I guess. Cause I'm going based off like X-Men, like
Yeah.
Jean Grey's telekinetic, but she can also read people's minds.
I think mine would be super speed.
Super speed.
Yeah,
I like-
because I'll be looked at as the underdog.
Mm.
I could talk so much shit. Hey, I can outrun your truck. With your truck? No, my feet, nigga. What's up?
come back all over your feet burning and shit.
Oh God! They barely left the line. I already went to Dallas and back.
I don't know. I like something about invisibility.
Visibility.
Something gets me about invisibility. Like, it just want to see how it feels. And then once I am, like, I kind of want that feeling, the Invisible Man or Violet from The Incredible. I want to know how they feel when they're like,
invisible.
you know.
It does come into play. It does have its advantages in certain situations.
Yeah, but like that little feeling they get, you know, that reaction whenever they reappear and appear, or they're focused because they're using that power to their
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah.
I want to like have that feeling.
I'll win all the hide and seek games off.
All the fucking time,
Just in
man.
the middle and shit. Oh, here, never left.
Bumped into you all of a sudden. What the fuck?
How many times a day do y'all think of the nasty?
Nasty. A lot.
Well, sometimes.
I think maybe.
I think I just have a high sex drive like that, though. That's just
Yeah.
that's me personally.
on a normal day, I think it's like 4 times a day.
4 or 5. I think that's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I guess
around.
we're-
I mean, obviously, whenever you see like a cute girl, like a bad girl, you're like, okay.
Yeah, some of you
I
like
think like maybe like 4 times a day.
attractive or a flashback. You know, them flashbacks be hitting hard,
And flashback.
Yeah.
and you be like, "What the fuck?"
Flashback
I might
is
go
crazy.
back.
In the spirit of that, would you raw dog or would you wrap it up?
Wrap it up, bro.
Wrap it up.
Wrap before.
I don't
tag.
give a
Be
fuck.
Silly, wrap your motherfucking wig.
Goddamn
bro.
right. I don't give a fuck if they're like, hey, it feels better. No, dog, you
Don't
better.
risk it,
Don't
bro.
be a dog.
Don't risk it.
Mhm.
Don't
Don't
be
be a
end up
dog.
learning your lesson if that's the case.
Hey, when you're gonna be complaining when you end up itching.
Wrap that shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of that going around. That's like the 3rd time I heard something like that already today.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, it's like I saw a Facebook post that one of my friends posted asking the same question, and they said always wrap your willy, right? And then I heard the word itch in there, and then I heard a podcast earlier, the Armchair Experts podcast, and then they said the same thing, and then now we're talking about it now.
Yeah, man.
That's fucking weird.
That's
awareness,
Has it-
awareness, bro. All of us spreading the message.
God, don't you ever? Something's about to go down, bro. Oh, God.
Some shit about to go down, man. Gotta
Getting
have
lucky.
What's God telling me?
what's happening, man.
Not today.
Not today, Satan.
Not tomorrow either.
Not ever.
Right.
What's the last thing y'all do? The last one is, what's the last thing you do before you go to bed?
Smoke.
That's an answer that's been said on here. That's what's up.
I'll probably play a couple. I'll probably play.
I'll check on that one. Yeah.
I'll probably play games
Same.
on Modern Warfare. I'll probably play Modern Warfare. A Modern Warfare game
Ooh.
before I go to sleep.
You play? Oh,
Fun.
hell yeah! That's Modern Warfare. You one of the like one more thing. You play Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah.
Damn, how you liking that shit?
I don't like it, bro.
For
I
real?
don't like. I think it's probably because my PS4 is slow,
Yeah.
and then like the rendering and like the graphics and everything look like shit. And then
Yeah.
I feel slower in this game than I did in Modern Warfare.
yeah.
I feel like I'm like the whole character and the whole game setting feels slow.
That's why like I didn't get it
Yeah.
because I feel like all the multiplayer, all that, it kind of moved on with the console. It's all on PS5.
Yeah.
Whoever's playing, like, because you all see all the streamers are playing PC, PS5, or all that. They're on those servers for a reason.
I've had complications with inviting friends on. I've had complications on ranking up guns.
From
Like,
one thing it took another.
yeah, so it's a confusing deal. So,
Damn. But how'd you feel about the campaign?
campaign was solid.
Ooh.
This campaign was solid.
because like I said, multiplayer left. They're gone and went without me. I'm behind.
Yeah.
Last I know was Modern Warfare.
That's the only reason why I buy the game is because of the campaign.
But the campaign I saw, I didn't really see much, referencing old Modern Warfare in the last campaign in the first one.
Mhm.
But this one, man,
It was good.
Holy
It was
hell.
I think the only thing I really criticized about it was the fact that they should have used the cartel a lot more.
Yeah.
I think that's the only reason why people bought it was because it was cartel related, and the cartel storyline was good to a certain point because they needed the cartel for information.
Right.
After they got their information, they were done with them, and then they went off to go do their own thing. I think that was kind of dumb.
Damn.
That's kind of like baiting in a way.
I liked seeing Soap and Ghost back. You know, I enjoyed that. That was fucking cool.
I wonder where they're gonna go with that though.
Because
they already passed the whole Shepard deal.
Yeah.
Shepard already betrayed him.
Yeah, he betrayed him, and I don't know where they're gonna go with that because he's still like an antagonist.
But we'll see what's up with Makarov.
Because
Makarov.
Yeah, that was the ending to it. Like, there's one more guy we need to get. What's his name? Makarov. Yeah. So I'm excited for Modern Warfare 3's campaign.
Modern Warfare 3 was my favorite game when I had my Xbox.
Yeah,
that was my favorite Call of Duty game.
That was a badass Call of Duty.
Especially with the survival mode, bro.
Yes. Oh my god, that shit was fun.
Survival mode was shit. It was the shit. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
The special ops for Modern Warfare 2 was pretty fucking good though.
The what?
The special ops missions.
I never played special ops in Modern
Warfare 2. For real? It was like challenges and shit. That shit was fucking cool.
I only played the special ops in Modern Warfare 3.
Oh,
honestly, cool. Modern Warfare 3 was so in synchronization, I had Call of Duty, the Modern Warfare, the first one.
Yeah.
Then I had Modern Warfare 3. I never had Modern Warfare
2. That was technically in synchronization. Modern Warfare 2 was my first one. Then Modern Warfare 3, and then I didn't play COD 4 until I bought the remastered version on PS4.
Oh, okay.
And I was mostly just playing multiplayer on that one since it wasn't Black Ops 3 because I sucked at Black Ops 3 with all the fucking futuristic and jumping around and shit.
Yeah.
I needed just a regular Call of Duty, and that's the one I was better at. That's simply.
That makes sense.
Man.
But yeah, that's it. That's what I do. I just play games before I go to sleep.
Hell yeah.
It's kind of a bad idea too, because sometimes you get angry, you get mad. So then I just
sleep hella pissed.
Lay down, rub one out, and then I go to sleep.
Damn.
Okay.
Lay down, rub one out, and take care of it, man.
Nah,
man, that's the end of the notes, man. I appreciate y'all coming
no problem,
on, man.
Thanks for the invite.
Hopefully that's been
a
thing that got mentioned the last two couple podcasts was, you know, the thing I was talking about when the podcast was evolving. We could have, you know, a movie or an idea, or there's a fight, we all sit and shoot the shit, or if all of us want to come together and just shoot the shit again, there it is.
Cool with me? Shit. Yeah,
there it is, man. There it is. So we'll play this out and do our little outro, ladies and gentlemen. This podcast was brought to you by La Tradición Gonzalez. For all your musical needs, call them at 817-798-9851. Social media for our guests are right there. BSL. Follow us on Instagram at Barrera Studio Lounge. Welcome to the lounge. Number 9. The unstoppable duo. We can't stop them. Bye, everybody.